last time in Curse of Strahd, you guys were exploring a house in in an unnamed village. You don't know what the village is called yet. You are in a land shrouded in mists, and you've been exploring this house looking for a baby named Walter, who 2 children said was left on the 3rd floor, and that it was in peril due to a monster in the basement. Since entering this house, you have found it to be haunted and unpleasant. You've found no sign of baby Walter, and have in fact come to the conclusion that Walter is dead and may have been stillborn. You met the ghosts of the 2 children who sent you here, Rosavalda and Thornbolt, Rose and Thorn, who have possessed 2 of you as a way of escaping from the prison of the room they were locked in, where they died. With a pointer from them and the help of a replica dollhouse of this place, you found both the location of a secret room and a secret stairway descending into the basement where the alleged monster lies. You opted for the stairs and have been exploring this basement. While here, you found the tombs of the people living above, including the coffins belonging to Rose and Thorn, which are empty. You found a few treasures. You found a few things of an unpleasant nature living down here. And the entire time you've been down here, you've heard an incessant, almost discernible chanting. And after a brief skirmish with some ghouls that popped out of the floor, you now find yourselves still in that corridor, breathing heavily, winded after a grueling fight. What would you like to do?
That was a dad joke. And you left out that I lit the dumbwaiter on fire.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
That, which will have absolutely no consequences later.
No, of course not. Watch,
That's a
it'll be our
small
only way to
detail
escape.
we Probably shouldn't have left.
Yeah, well, it's an experiment.
Sometimes you have to
What can I
take a
say?
risk.
I was young, I had to experiment. Sorry. I believe at this point we're all stable, right? Everybody's healed up?
Everybody is
Oh.
stable and conscious, I believe. Though some of you are more badly hurt than others.
Yeah. Should we continue down the path through where we were fighting?
Which way is that? This way?
Down. Yeah.
Let's stick together this time, shall we?
I ain't doing anything.
Together this time, shall we?
Maybe we should look for more traps.
Yes.
For more traps.
Yes. Yes.
Does anyone have long pokey stick?
I think the warlock does.
Yeah, he's got a quarterstaff.
I got a quarterstaff.
He was beating the monsters with it a little bit ago.
Well, maybe you could go forward and like tap the ground with your stick.
So you want me to lead the way again, huh?
I knew it.
How about he hands the staff off to somebody?
Oh, I mean that could work too. Yeah.
I have a javelin.
Doesn't seem right for somebody else to be tapping.
Oh,
That's true. How long is the javelin? I don't actually know. I'm just asking.
I don't know either.
A javelin should be about 4 to 5 feet long.
Good enough.
Yeah, that's actually plenty reach to trigger any kind of horrible things that might kill you.
Okay, cool.
Sister, I just wanted him to go first so you didn't fall into the pit again and die.
Oh.
Nothing against you, mate.
It didn't
This is
hurt
after
that
you
bad.
cured or healed me.
Alright, well I guess it looks like Kiva goes first then.
It's fine, now she's got a stick. She won't. Nothing will happen now.
Oh, she's got a board with a nail in it.
We'll be fine.
So I'm going
Well-
first.
I will be right behind you, sister.
Okay, what way am I going?
Down.
Okay, that means I go this way. She
Where
jerked.
is the open pit trap, GM?
The pit
It's like
trap
over
is back
there
this-
somewhere.
It's like
But it's
Or, whoa.
Oh, okay,
Yep,
you marked
yep,
it
yep.
already. Got it. Okay. Okay, go ahead, sister.
am I
Jensen
going
and I will work
down
up the rear.
or am I going straight? Unless I'm going down. Come on. That.
That way.
so I'm gonna go this way.
Make your way cautiously along the corridor, passing between rows of wooden archways supporting the ceiling, which is only about 8 feet above.
I will be tapping things.
Just the floor?
Oh, the ceiling. I went up to with my arm, with like the walls, like looking for like something hollow.
So you're moving along like the world's worst blind person.
Yeah.
The ceiling, the walls.
I was gonna say she probably is moving along like the world's greatest Catholic. Up,
Yeah.
up, down, left, right.
Or composer.
True.
Or that. Yeah, there you go. That's a nice meeting in the middle.
Alright, I'll take another 5 feet.
Okay. You don't have to move 5 feet at a time. You've said that you're tapping as you're moving along.
Alright.
So, each time you pass between one of the wooden arch frames, you feel sort of claustrophobic, like the wood presses in toward you. You can almost feel the wood creaking and groaning as you pass. You hear water drip somewhere nearby.
How wide are these hallways?
The hall is 5 feet normally, but narrower between each set of arches.
That's what I figured. So, yeah, that's definitely claustrophobic. Yeah.
As you come out into a larger chamber, you can see a door in the southwest corner of the room and another corridor going north. You see a table and 2 chairs, and set upon the table an old, empty clay jug and 2 clay flagons. Iron candlesticks stand in 2 corners of the table, though their candles have long since melted away. An unlit chandelier is suspended above the table in the center of the room.
Is there a fireplace?
There is not, though you can see the 2 unlit candelabras. They are marked.
All right.
Oh, tap it first with the stick.
I'm not doing anything.
Too scared to even lay the candle.
I mean, it was a joke, but
Oh,
I don't
if you're really afraid.
I don't want you
but-
guys to yell at me.
I'm going to walk
Yeah, yeah,
around
if you want.
the perimeter of the room,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just say like I did it because I'll just go in a full circle.
Okay, that's fine.
Anything on the walls? No traps, secret doors, don't have to make a check.
Nothing.
is
So
that a
you
window or a door?
Feel a breath on the back of your neck.
Don't do that.
Do what, sister?
Yeah, there's actually nobody behind her right now.
There's not.
That's a little bit creepy. Why do I want donuts right about now?
You
I
want
don't
some
get
cheese?
that reference.
Well, you said we've got flagons, so why aren't there any donuts and flagons?
Yeah, I wish there was like coffee in there or something. That'd be great.
You guys think I should make some light in here, basically?
Do you want to see?
Sure.
Yeah, but I don't want to die.
What kind of little candlelight do you?
All right, I'm gonna light it.
It will be my greatest joy if one day that statement comes back to bite you. Give me a second. Players see light. Okay.
Woo!
You have
There's
lit
just-
the candelabra. And
There's
as
a
you
side
do,
room.
it illuminates most of the room, but the shadowy corners just seem to get darker.
Oh god!
Damn you, Rob.
Way to instill fear inside the heart. And then, three-headed dog comes out of nowhere.
It bursts through the window, Resident Evil style.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
You should just be ready for this to happen like one time a game. Because he just barks at car doors slamming for some reason.
So I might have missed it, but I did hear asked like what that was, if it's a window or a door.
Door.
Yes.
It's a
Ah,
closed,
okay.
Oak door.
It's a keyhole.
No keyhole.
Can someone look
No.
underneath it?
No keyhole.
You want to like get on your hand?
Oh, I said,
flat
can
on the-
someone, not me. I'll back up, man. I'll take a seat in this chair.
I'll look under it, I guess.
I'm
Yeah,
greedy.
well, ahead.
Bending
I,
over doesn't do well.
I'll lay down on the ground and just look underneath the door.
The door is so close to the floor, you can't quite make out anything but darkness on the other side.
Sister, I don't think that's a good idea. That looks mighty bad.
It's just the door.
You say so.
Yeah, but who knows what's behind it, or what could slip a blade under the door and slice your eyeball open while you're looking.
Ugh.
We had Vidna. It's okay.
Okay. She gets up.
Do you want me to open the door?
You can just check out the side room here.
Nah, I can open the door. If anything explodes, I'm the best equipped to deal with it. But only if my sister's nearby.
I'm right here.
Who?
Alright.
Oh, their sister.
Can you, get out of the way?
Their sister.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Alright. So...
I will get up.
There's no keyhole. Is there just a
It's a
handle?
doorknob.
Door
It's a knob.
knob. The
Yep.
knob, intricate, ornate, basic, metal, wood.
Basic
Feces.
and clean.
Look
Brass.
what this
It looks
dungeon's doing to us.
Like, it's very clean,
Oh my gosh.
very shiny.
I'm gonna place my hand on it and feel it. Is it cold?
No, it's actually warm to the touch.
Oh, this can't be good. Alright, everybody, stand back!
You
Open
can't
it.
get your hand off the doorknob.
I have two hands, you know.
Okay.
Unless I missed something, which would be
No,
really...
I'm just assuming that was you pulling the hand away, but it's...
No.
Okay.
Alright.
I will be standing up, by the way.
Alright, now I have to do the 50-50 shot and see whether or not I belong with the School of the Gifted. Is it push or pull? I'll try pulling. I'll
You
turn the
pull.
knob and pull.
You
Look up
actually
the
can't-
hinges.
the knob doesn't turn
Oh, okay.
at all.
Well, then I guess I'm just pulling.
You kind of pull,
Right?
it doesn't budge.
I'll pull with all my bloody might.
You putting your other hand on it?
Yeah, I suppose. What's the worst that could happen?
You've got the knob in both hands. You're pulling as hard as you can. You can't get it to move.
Why don't you try
Alright.
pushing?
Yeah. I hate you.
Hit it with a stick.
Also, you can't get either of your hands off of the doorknob.
The
I'll
hell?
try pushing it.
I'll like wrap my arms around his waist behind him and like pull on him.
No, 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 don't touch me.
You said you're attached to the door.
Okay.
Hey.
The like front and center in front of you, the wooden space on the door, like right around face level, lashes out at Jensen.
I fucking knew it.
Does 18 hit you?
Yeah, my armor class is 18.
The door's
door?
a fucking mimic.
Boom!
It's
Punches
a-
you
I
right in the
knew it.
face and like knocks you back, but you can't like fall back because your hands are just like cemented to the doorknob.
That goddamn mimic.
Roll initiative.
Oh my god, we're fighting a goddamn door.
What's the worst that could happen trying to open a door? You get stuck to it. Oh,
Did
initiative.
somebody say that? Did somebody say what's the worst that could happen?
I did
would
say
be
that before I
absolutely
did.
outstanding.
I did say that before I did. I think I did say that.
Oh, I knew
The
there was
audience will
something
know.
wrong with the door. I just had a sense, like, there's a door.
Would
Well,
you call
thanks
it
for
a
warning us.
danger sense?
Yes, I would call it a danger sense.
Good thing your danger sense warned all of us.
Which is
You don't have to make a
probably
dexterity save.
My initiative table set the wrong direction.
Why do we have such a
I've got
challenge?
alert too.
Is that why he has
Oh,
a challenge?
okay. So there's actually no surprise round this time, but you're still going first, so Kiva, next would be Chell, and then Vidna. And then I need to
Here it is.
I guess this door is unhinged. Not my joke.
That would actually be an improvement, actually. Sorry, I said
Okay.
actually twice.
Tap, you see a little wooden
No.
nub, for lack of a tendril, lash out of the door and just clock Jensen. And you see like the door almost seems to shimmer and move like waves on water. And you can see more pseudopods reaching out of the door. What do you do?
I'm gonna hit him with Eldritch Blast.
Me or the door?
No, the door or the tentacles. The door.
Okay. And do you have the spell sniper feat?
I don't see. I don't. No, I don't.
I think
Okay.
that's like a
So
level
it-
3 thing.
It does have cover. Just so you know.
I'm covered.
Proving that you could not hit an immobile door.
He's a
You shoot.
stormtrooper.
You shoot and it kind of, the beam sizzles into the wooden beam beside the door. But at the risk, it was either that or you might have risked hitting Jensen. But the blast did not connect with the door.
Oi, what are you trying to kill me? I got enough problems here.
The door, on the other hand, yanks, like the knob seems to move out and then upward, pulling Jensen's hand in toward it as the rest of the door seems to scrunch outward into an open maw, and it bites down on your hand.
Rude.
Shouldn't bite the hand that feeds you.
I don't believe you are. Oh, you are grappled, so it does have advantage to hit you,
Well, shit.
which makes that a critical hit.
Well, alright, what am I taking here?
11 piercing damage and 8
Plus?
acid damage.
I'm unconscious.
My.
So it bites your arm, and then it just like opens wide the whole door into this giant facial structure, and it just slurps Jensen in. You can just see his feet kicking for a moment, the rest of him on the other side of the door, and it just bites down and then starts like chomping, pulling him inside of it.
Yeah, I'm unconscious, bleeding, -7.
Damn.
That's even possible.
Well, you actually stop at 0. That's the good news.
Oh, okay.
But Jensen has been mostly pulled into this door. It's just eating him. Jensen, please make a death saving throw.
Blah, blah, blah. Nope.
Okay. Kiva. You
That's
just
what I get
watched
for
the door eat Jensen.
Alright. Question. If I were to reckless,
Mm-hmm.
do I have a chance of hitting Jensen?
No.
Am I like in the door's mouth at this point?
Most of you is on the other side of the door. Like, it's literally pulling you in. Not on the other side of the door. You're kind of inside the door, finding that it has quite a bulk behind it.
Okay, I am going to... Can you only reckless attack while you rage?
No, you can reckless anytime you want.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna reckless the door. Sorry. There you go.
Okay.
With
So you have
my
advantage to hit.
great axe.
16. You hit. 13 slashing damage.
Woo!
Ha!
The axe slams into the wood, and the wood gives way like flesh, and there's actually a spatter of blood that comes out of the door. And for a moment, as you rip the axe out of the door and a little bit of blood spatters on the floor, the whole door seems to come apart and wiggle and writhe, and it takes the form...
Voltron?
Yep.
I said it
Unfortunately,
earlier.
that's depicted as a chest.
It's so
That's
cute.
basically what the door looks like.
I'm being eaten by Fluffy.
Except you can see Jensen's boots sticking out of its mouth.
Instead of a tongue, it's my leg.
Spit him out.
Get me out of here! Oh wait, I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you're unconscious.
Oopsie.
I'm hanging out with my sister.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, because I can't do another attack yet.
Okay. Chell, what would you like to do?
Okay, what I'm going to do is step right here onto. I'm gonna jump on this table right here, and then I am 10 feet away from him. Ish, 10 feet, 5 feet.
That is 10 feet.
Okay. I have this like tiger rug in my.
Yes.
So
a
I'm
rotting
gonna.
tiger skin rug.
Oh god.
So I'm gonna take that out and I'm gonna like unfurl it and make it all big, and I'm just gonna like throw it at the thing and try to get it all get all tangled up in the rug.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
Dexterity check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha.
And it like snaps, and you see it snatch the rug and just suck it right in, clapping its mouth shut a couple times to chew it up, and then swallowing the rug whole.
So it dropped Jensen then.
Oh, did it drop Jensen?
It's kind of got Jensen, and it's half in, half out, like a toothpick, a flaccid toothpick.
Great.
Okay. And that's my action, right? Action.
Yes. Did you want to flurry? Well, I guess I'll treat that as an attack action if you want to flurry, or use your bonus action thing with an unarmed strike. Actually, they both have to be with an unarmed strike.
Yeah, I'm afraid to get by it. Honestly.
Okay, you don't have to.
So yeah, I'm gonna stay up here, but I am gonna ready my short sword.
Okay.
Or not ready it, but I'm just gonna pull
So
it
you
out.
draw it. Vidna.
Well, since nobody else pulled him out, I will try to do that.
Yeah, I could get out of the way a little bit. Just
Oh, it's too late now.
by the wall.
So you rush up next to your sister, who's like even now like hacking into it with her axe. Trying to...
Well, would it be an action to try to pull him out?
Yes, because you're basically trying to break him free of a grapple.
Okay. I'm not gonna do that then. I'm gonna cure him instead.
Oh, okay.
He can wake up to being in its mouth.
Jensen, you wake up to find yourself coated in a sticky, sizzling, acidic saliva.
Ooh.
You're deep in the mouth of something. You're not really sure what the hell is eating you, but
Probably
looking
Texas.
up, like past you, you can see you're inside the mouth. You see these giant fanged jaws clamping down on your waist.
Oh, bloody great.
So,
Put me out! Put me out!
can I, like, ready to assist him in getting out of it?
That would be an action.
Man, this action economy sucks.
Yeah, if only you had 2 actions. Okay. Anything with your bonus action?
No.
All right. Tap. It is your turn again.
Already. Let's see, it's 30 feet. Where am I at? Alright. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt on him.
Oh, you're not fucking around. Okay.
Don't hit me!
Well, I shouldn't hit
It
him.
will still have cover. because of the people between you and it.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move first. I'm gonna
Okay.
move down.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna cast Switch Bolt.
Okay. It'll only have partial cover. There's less people between you and it, but it'll still have +2 to its armor class.
Should get up on this table with me.
Your luck is not with you today.
No.
You shoot a bolt of arcane energy from your staff, and for a moment it just blasts into the stonework right beside the door, and you kind of have to wrench the staff away, and as you do, there's kind of a as the energy breaks, like trying to pull two magnets apart. But the energy dissipates, and your spell slot is used. After tap is the mimic. It's going to continue trying to eat Jensen, who is still grappled, unfortunately. So,
Can you
20.
stop rolling so well? You're
Only I-
killing him.
I'm sorry, I can't. If I could roll like tap, I would.
If you could just tap the dice.
Thanks, asshole.
He continues chewing on Jensen, and you just hear a muffled scream from Jensen.
See, this is what happens when I make too many bad jokes. The DM just takes me out.
Apparently.
This is called chewing a player out.
And you wonder why I go for you. Jensen, please make a death saving throw.
But make sure you
Please roll
reset
an
it
20.
first.
I guarantee it's gonna be low.
Dang.
See, he's killing me.
But
Oh,
it would be
0 out of
one
30.
of three, right?
When I use a house rule. When you awaken, your death saves are reset to 0, so you've only failed 1 of 3 instead of 2 of 3.
Oh, great.
I feel like if I didn't, you guys would just, this adventure just wouldn't work.
Notice
probably
both
quit.
of my saves were 4.
Hopefully it only gets better.
Both.
It can only go one direction from here.
I don't like that band.
Kiva.
Sister, get him out!
Okay! I will
You clicked it.
pull Jensen out the best I can.
I need to click it.
So, what do I roll to pull him out?
Strength check. Actually, this would be an athletics check.
Can I use that as with the reckless to have advantage, or does it not work like that?
It does not work like that.
Alright, well I
So,
tried.
If you are raging, you would have advantage, I believe, on strength checks.
Fine, I will rage to get
I'm
him
gonna
out.
lose my legs. You're gonna pull a foot off.
No, I won't. It's not that kind of adventure.
Well,
Not
I don't
yet.
know.
Never too late. So you are raging?
I got angry, yes.
Okay.
I just strength.
Hang on, let me make sure before, because I know I said, yes, you have advantage on strength checks. Okay.
Okay, so I'm just doing a strength check right now?
This would be an athletics check,
Athletics,
which is a
okay.
strength check. Strength athletics. 21. You take Jensen by the feet and you kind of roar your rage and rip him free. And as you do, you can't help noticing there's a pretty solid layer of skin on his hands that's no longer present. But he is out of its mouth and in your hands. You can move him here, I assume.
Yeah.
He is prone, of course, and still dying, but you pull him out of its mouth.
Okay.
And that was your action and bonus action. Did you want to move?
Can I kick it?
No.
Aesthetics only. Aesthetics only.
You kick at it, and it just kind of like lashes with a tentacle. Not a tentacle.
Like I'm just kicking it as like I'm pulling Jensen away. Like get out of here.
Okay. I mean, if you want to kick it, do you really want to?
I mean, I don't have an attack roll to kick it, so I can't. Next turn,
Okay.
maybe.
So don't get coy, DM.
I'm gonna like kick the knob and my foot's gonna get stuck.
Shell.
So is Jensen still unconscious?
Mhm.
He is unconscious and dying.
All right, I'll attempt to stabilize him.
I can
Okay.
get him. I can get him, Shell.
Okay. Okay. Instead I will throw a dart at the mimic.
Okay, I'm actually going to say that because you have height advantage, it does not have partial cover from Kiva.
Yay. That's why I go up there.
Good job.
I guess I'll...
Well, you got your hard dice.
Yeah.
Whoa, spam.
What in the hell
It was
is
just
these
not
rolls?
meant to be. You throw a dart, and a little pseudopod just reaches out, snatches it out of the air, and then it just kind of chews it
Nom,
up.
nom, nom, nom.
You're not getting that dart back.
It's eating everything.
That's mine.
Did you want to do anything else with your turn?
No.
Okay. Vidna.
Throw some white
Jensen!
castle at it.
Jensen, come on! And I'm gonna use my healer's kit.
Have you already used it on Jensen since
No.
the last short rest?
She
Okay.
cured me.
I didn't because he was using lay on hands.
Right.
So I'm
I
gonna
know you
use
used it on
that.
tap.
I'm gonna restore you 8 hit points plus your max hit die, so that'd be 10 hit points.
Okay.
I should have started this
Boom.
game with more healer's kits. I thought 3 would be enough, but I'm going through them.
I
So
would
you
get you more.
kind of come to find her dabbing acid off of you and like quickly patching up some of the worst bites.
It's okay. It doesn't look so bad. You'll be okay.
Bloody hell, I feel so chewed.
I mean, he did chew you up really badly.
Tap.
Why is there still an X on me?
Oops.
Because you didn't put.
Is that a mark for you to kill me next round?
Oh, yeah. It's my to-do list. Tap.
Okay. Is Jensen still on the ground or is he up?
He's up.
He's prone, but he seems conscious, and it looks like he'll be okay.
Ooh, come
But
up here with
mostly
me.
on the ground.
Come up here with me.
Yeah.
I give you a hand up.
I'm gonna move to where Shell is.
Oh wait, maybe.
Oh, I can't.
It's not a very big table, unfortunately.
I should have got off the table.
Just take a chair and put it behind Vidna.
Yeah. Try this.
Oh, I'll squat down so you can shoot over me.
You'd probably be squatting to heal me anyway.
Yeah, true.
That is true. I mean, it does only have +2 to its armor class.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, you're right there.
That would unfortunately. Oh wait, no, she's down. Still +2.
Yeah.
Because of Kiva's positioning, there's basically nowhere you can go where he doesn't have +2 to his armor class.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna stay here.
Sorry, I'm so tall, but I brick wall.
It's all right.
Waterfall.
Oh yeah, but if you do move there, there's still only one person.
Though, for your benefit, any spell that you cast that instead of you making an attack roll that forces him to make a saving throw, there would be no penalty to, like Toll the Dead,
Mm-hmm.
or I don't know if you have any
Yeah.
others, Frostbite, Infestation.
No, I just have Toll Dead. So I'm gonna try Toll Dead.
It
Uninjured.
is.
Okay.
No, it's injured.
Oh, it's injured. Yeah, that's
He
right.
is injured, yep. So he has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
And
Nope.
he failed
Oh,
as completely as he can. So
Stupid
somewhere
door.
elsewhere in this dungeon, you just hear a low dong. And as this bell rings out, you just see pieces of skin on this door monster start to rot and decay over the course of seconds. You see patches of just rotten black flesh.
Looks like I gave him some food poisoning.
It is going to lash out with a pseudopod and try to catch Kiva. And it
Mm.
does. So you take
Oh,
6
boy.
bludgeoning damage as it just kind of latches out, almost like a Yoshi jump, kind of and it catches you right in the chest and like tries to pull you in towards its mouth. And you're fighting but you are now stuck to it.
This is some bullshit.
Like, it
Okay.
is latched onto you as though it were cement.
Okay. We'll see how long that lasts.
Jensen. It's about time you have a
Wait.
turn. How about you take a turn?
Wait.
Can I stand up?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Resisting.
Kiva, you only take 3 blood
Yeah.
damage because of your rage.
Sorry.
Okay.
I was about
Yes.
to call it out.
Jensen, you climb to your feet. And you have half your movement.
Shit. Well, I don't really have the ability to attack since there is somebody directly in front of me, besides the monster.
You should throw that chair at it.
You
That's
could do that.
hilarious.
That would count as an improvised weapon.
Gonna start going WWF on these guys? Use the chair!
We don't got much room to work with.
Actually, I'll hand the chair so that my sister can use it.
Okay.
You can powerbomb them in the air. Come on. Oh, alright. I don't think I'm gonna get a clean shot with the chair any better than I would with my flail without clipping the raging barbarian that just saved my life. And I'm not really inclined to get her hit.
For now.
I don't really have an... Oh, well, is he partial cover for me if I were to throw a hand axe at it?
Yes. Which would be +2 to his armor class.
Which is still fairly high. Well, I'm rolling like crap. Maybe now's the time when...
I mean, you guys don't really know if it's hard to hit or not because you've either rolled 20 plus or 7.
There was one that was a 16 that actually hit it, so
Mm-hmm.
we know about where it is. I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Even
Karma,
with cover, you
bitch!
throw the axe just as Kiva tries to pull to get this thing off of her, and your axe goes right over her shoulder into it. Roll damage. You don't get the
Yes!
crit,
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately, but you do get the damage. 7.
Damn.
So your axe just embeds right into it and kind of clings to it. It doesn't fall out or fall to the floor. It's just stuck in it, buried in its flesh, almost to the haft. Is that it for your turn?
I'm actually gonna... Where's my mouse? I'm actually gonna back a little bit and put
Okay.
myself there.
Okay, Kiva. You are currently grappled.
Hulk smash?
Okay. Is this reckless?
No.
No.
Just gonna smash with my axe.
If I may, he has advantage to hit you, regardless of what you do,
Fine, reckless.
because you are grappled by him
Wait, how many times can I reckless before? Because that's
at will.
so that's not the one you get exhausted, just rage, right?
Right.
Okay.
You're thinking of frenzied rage, which I think you get at level 5.
Oh,
or 6.
okay.
5, yeah.
I'm so used to Ashley's barbarians that I get so confused. All right.
Okay. 13 will hit it. So
Nice.
you kind of can't get off, so you pull your axe and hack into it deeply for 5 slashing damage, and then you can't get your axe out of it.
Bloody hell.
If it eats my axe, I'm
Well,
gonna be
it's not eating
livid.
it per se. It's like you just struck quick dry cement, and then the cement dried with your axe still in it, so you kind of can't get it out.
All right. Okay. I get it.
I can see why Kiva's so mad, though. I'd be mad too. Is that including your +2 rage damage?
No.
Okay. I have added that.
Okay.
After Kiva is Chell.
So I was joking around about this chair thing earlier, but I really want to do that, so I'm gonna pick up the chair
Okay.
and throw it at it.
So you kind of lean down and pick up one of the wooden chairs.
Yeah.
You would not be proficient with it unless you have the Tavern Brawler feat, which I don't think you do.
No, I don't.
So make your
I
choice. You can do strength or dexterity check on this.
Didn't know that was like a feat, but that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 17. So you hurl the chair and it hits it. Roll 2d4 plus your strength modifier damage.
Okay. Bracket. 2d4 plus 1.
Oops.
Bracket.
Ignore me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
And the heck?
sad day.
Two
The
ones?
chair doesn't even crash into it so much as it just kind of hits it and just sticks right to its outside.
Oh, did it still
So
get?
it now has
did
a
it still
chair
take?
just stuck to it.
All right, light it on bloody fire.
Did it still take the damage though?
Yes, it did take 3 damage.
Okay. Well,
Um,
I got another chair here.
on your next turn, you would be able to throw that at it. Did you want to move at all or do anything with your bonus action?
Can I use my bonus action to throw?
No. You could use the bonus action to make an unarmed strike against it if you'd like.
I wouldn't do that.
Unarmed strike. I can't get to it from here.
You'd have to
People are
like
in
do
the
a
way.
jump kick or something.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You get sucked in.
You'll get your hand stuck to it.
Well, that would be her foot.
Oh yeah, because it's adhesive. Okay, well, no.
I mean, I think that would be a fantastic display of
You're
Bravado.
something. I don't know what it would be a display of. It would be a display, though, that's for sure.
Get down, John.
Okay, I'm gonna jump kick it with my unarmed strike.
You are?
Yeah, I am.
Holy crap.
Okay, make an unarmed strike. Your jump your strength is 10. Yeah, either way, it's enough that you can make the jump. So
Can
you
I roll
jump.
the face bomb?
I guess I'll use my dice.
Like this is your classic. I don't know what you'd call the move. The jump kick. You're jumping,
plus 3,
foot leading the way.
5, 6.
Crash foot first into it for
7.
7 to hit.
7 damage. Yeah.
Oh, you got to roll to hit first.
Oh, there it is.
23. Well, you hit it, and you do 7 bludgeoning,
Yes, sir.
and your foot is stuck to it, so you just kind of fall and get like your side and face kind of stuck to it. At this point, it now has shell cover, as she's kind of blocking most of it.
Thanks.
Any attack that misses it while she is stuck to it will hit Chell,
Okay.
Human shield!
who
Don't worry
is
about
just
it.
she was stuck by the foot and she just swung down and like slammed into it like jelly, just into it.
Don't worry about it. I'll be fine.
I'm gonna roll to facepalm.
Vidna.
Vinda is gonna grasp her holy symbol around her neck and say a quick prayer to Palor. I am merciful just as the sun of mercy shines on me, but not when you mess with my sister! And she's gonna cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna set it on fire while she's stuck to it?
It doesn't set things on fire.
It's actually it's sacred flame, but it doesn't even do fire damage. It's all light.
Oh.
Pyrotechnics, I like to think.
Radiant damage. Right?
That is a dexterity saving throw. Chell, please make a dex save with disadvantage.
What, it hits her too?
Advantage. That's not fair.
She's kind of part of it.
Why do I
Yeah,
have
she's literally
disadvantage?
pressed against it right now.
Yeah, but
I got disadvantage.
Oh, hell
Rick.
yeah!
All right, so Chell, you're
Double,
able
double.
to like kind of turn yourself.
I should be able to get free from that.
Scooch!
You know what? Tell you what. Roll another. I will give you a chance. Roll a quick acrobatics check. Let's see if
Okay.
I can respect a double natural 20. I can respect that.
That's like 1 in a million, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bam!
So you are actually able
24!
to tear free and like fall on the floor, prone in front of it.
Okay, I'm on my way back now.
Prone in front of it.
Like
But
rip,
you did not take any damage, and you are no longer grappled by it.
they, like
Hey.
steal part of her clothing.
you're welcome.
Probably a bit of clothing and a bit of skin.
Ah!
That's because the light of Palor is always shining for me.
Oh, he
Yeah.
watches over us.
Boy.
All right. Shell's on the ground, right? Or she's
Correct.
prone.
It no longer has shell armor.
And Kiva's
I got good armor class.
and Kiva's up against it,
Kiva
right?
is, and Kiva's kind of well. Her axe is stuck to it. I'm assuming she's still trying to pull on her axe, and it still has a hold of Kiva.
There's not much I can do, but I'm gonna hit L. Try to.
What?
You cut out there.
I'll just.
Oh, Eldritch Blast. Even though it's probably not gonna hit. Like
You
no.
take a shot, and once again, it hits the door frame.
Damn.
Fucking ring bells!
Yeah.
He was fucking
You
yelling,
did see
growling.
The bell seemed. It did not like the bell.
Which
Kiva.
of those recurring though?
You
It's
can
gonna-
use it every time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yep. Every turn you can.
You're thinking of Witch Bolt, I think.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't
It
do
is
that.
going to bite you, Kiva. It has advantage because you are grappled.
And I saw the extra pluses and I knew something bad was gonna happen.
Oh my
8,
gosh.
I
9.
can't not crit.
10.
I'm sorry. So 10 piercing, which is reduced to 5. So 5
Good.
plus another 14 for a total of 19 damage.
I'm down.
Jesus.
I'm down.
So now it's Kiva who's getting slurped into its mouth and it's trying to chew her up.
Oh, that's just nasty. Is that what I look like? Ugh.
It is your turn, Jensen.
Get her out!
Yeah.
Get her out!
All right.
Shell is prone and Kiva was pulled in, so that.
Do I have a
could
straight
get to
shot?
it.
Okay.
You do, yeah.
All right. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse?
You could not end your turn where Chell is, but you could move there to attack it and then move back because she's prone, like standing over her.
At least stand here. All right. What do I got to roll to try to wrench Kiva out?
That would be a strength athletics check.
Let's see what we can do. Wait. So do I roll my strength? No, that's a saving throw.
Well, you
Never
roll
mind.
athletics. All right. So
Yeah.
you grab Kiva, and like was done for you earlier, you wrench her out of its mouth, and it just kind of like its tongue follows her out for a moment before there's like a rubber bandy snap as it pulls free of her, and she's just slumped over in your arms as you kind of set her down. Ava, please move your token off to the side. You're under Chell, so I can't get to you. But-
I don't think I can get to me either. One second.
I'll move for a second.
there you go.
Yeah.
So he puts you down.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That was your action, though. Did you want to do anything with your bonus action?
I get a bonus action?
Mhm.
I don't think there's anything I really can do.
I'm not sure if lay on hands is a bonus action or not.
I don't have it anymore.
Used it
I
all.
used it up.
You used it. That's right.
I used
Okay.
it one shot earlier and then another shot at the towards the end of last session. So
You have any spell slots left? I think most paladin spells are bonus actions.
nope.
Mhm.
Oh, you guys are running on an empty tank
Yeah.
of gas.
We are.
Yeah. The short rest gave me really no benefit.
That's what sucks about being a paladin, doesn't it? You don't get crap for a short rest.
That's like everything.
how
in the
much
world.
how much movement would I use?
Up to, well, let's see. You've moved 5 feet, correct?
Yes.
So whatever your speed is, minus 5.
All right, I got 30, so 25,
Mhm.
5, 10, 15. Doing
So
a quick cursory glance, is there anything not nailed down I can grab?
Let's see. You see, there's some
Preferably
iron
solid.
candlesticks.
Oh,
you do
hell.
see an open crate with a whole bunch of unlit torches and a leather sack that looks like it's full of candles. At the foot of the bed, you see a foot locker made out of wood.
All right, I'm gonna grab the sack of torches.
And candles?
Oh
Nah,
boy.
just the torches.
Watch this be another mimic!
Yeah, man. Don't go grabbing stuff in a room. You don't know.
He didn't learn his
That's what
lesson.
you do.
Oh God.
You
kidding
hear-
me?
Those are mine!
Oh,
And
fuck me. Sacred torches? Come on.
Two panels open in the walls.
Oh
Oh,
god.
you don't sound
Oh.
excited.
We did. You guys.
Damn it.
And I need to roll another initiative. God.
Alright,
Go
I
back.
take that back. I might actually die. Someone in chat asked me if I was gonna die. This is maybe now. I was like, no.
What you see in there, this is a generic image, but you see a male and a female dressed in dark robes. Each of them was hiding in these little alcoves that look almost like little tombs.
Yeah.
But looking at them, at their rotted, odorous flesh, you recognize the visage of the mother and father you've seen in the paintings.
They're down here? Oh, Jesus. Why would their bedroom be in the basement? These freaky people. Well, what I was going to do, I mean, I'm assuming I did grab the sack of torches.
Sure. Well, the sack was of candles.
Oh.
The torches were in a crate.
Oh. Shit. I was going for the torches. How many of those could I grab and throw into the other room where they are?
We'll say, like, you could just grab a handful, and so 5.
All right, then that was pretty much my intent, is trying to get those into the other room because they can light those torches and just start pummeling the fucking chest. So however many I can throw into the other room, they're going to kind of land around
Okay.
Eva, who probably won't appreciate getting hit with a bunch of wood sticks.
I mean, I'm not awake.
Oh, well then you have no idea what I'm doing. Thank God.
For your benefit, this one is the female. The
Great.
male is over here.
Okay.
Can you just mark the female? Or male? Pick a pick.
Here's what I'll do. And Kiva, it is your turn.
Oh, you
Okay,
named him. Cool.
Saving throw. Alright.
Oh, that shouldn't be quick.
Okay. You are not dead yet. After Kiva is Elizabeth and Gustav.
They're friendly, right?
Wait,
Elizabeth
Did I
lurches
roll the
forward.
lowest?
Put those back!
Put him back.
I already threw him, so.
And she's going to take a swipe at you.
Swipe or don't swipe.
Oh,
What the frick?
I do not want to roll this good.
Oh no, you do.
I really don't.
No, I know what you're doing. I see it. So I'm taking 11 slashing damage. Is that
You're
it?
taking 11 slashing damage.
All right. I am eating dirt.
She like wipes you down.
Oh, dude, just
My daring last chance, throwing you guys torches for weapons,
what would we need a torch for?
because you can light the rally of them and just start throwing them. If anything's gonna stick, it shouldn't be your weapons. Torches
Oh, I
are
see what
expendable
you mean.
and fire.
Oh. You wanna
Shell,
catch it?
you are not stuck to the horrible sticky monster,
Okay.
which you can see is starting to like destabilize. Its form is getting unsteady. Pieces of it are just falling off. It looks like it's having a hard time maintaining its structure now.
kill it.
Okay. I'm
Moving
gonna.
away provokes an opportunity attack from it. And it lashes out with one of its pseudopods and misses
No.
you.
Thank God.
I assume you stood up from prone.
I mean, thank Paylor.
Yes. Got. Where's the torch? Might as well try it.
They're gonna
I
be
will
where.
assume they landed pretty close to where Kiva is. Like they're
Yeah.
kind of
Okay.
around her. So if you're adjacent to that square, you can pick one up.
So you can grab one.
Yeah, I'll pick one up.
Okay? You have a torch,
Do you
unlit.
need me to light? Do you need me to light it?
I mean, I have I can light it myself. Can I light it and then attack? Or no?
Well, there's lit candles right next to her, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, isn't
yeah.
the candle
That's
brought
right.
it?
Yes, because there is literally right where Tap is a lit, tall candelabra. You can just stick a torch in, light it, and chuck it. I will say you can do that.
Okay, I do that.
Nobody ever again make fun of Tap for lighting everything compulsively.
No, I
I
encourage
will
you,
until the
actually.
fireplace turns out to be a mimic. Then
This would be another dexterity check. It's another improvised weapon.
Oh,
That's a
sorry, that's a
save.
save. Oh, come on.
You throw it and it just grabs it. You can hear crunch, crunch as it chews.
Spicy food.
Well,
It's on
since
fire.
it was a
I am going to say it takes 1 fire damage because it was lit.
Yay!
since I attacked, could I use my bonus action to attack again?
Only with an unarmed strike.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have to test my
No.
unarmed strike. Okay.
I mean, far be it from me to stop you.
Don't.
Doing that again. With a bonus action, can I do anything else, like moving anything else around in the environment, or am I pretty much done?
Most of that's an action. Like, you could pick something up. If you want to pick something up. I guess it depends on what you want to do, how extensive
don't-
what you want to do is.
I don't think you're gonna let me do it, so
What do you want to do?
I wanted to pick the table up and like make a shield with it between us and the mimic, so we could just take out the
So-
stupid mimic.
If you
Or-
move over here, you could just upend the table.
Flip
would
the
not be able to-
table.
Like, drag it around, but you could just upend it. I would say that would be your one free action.
All right. Well, that seems like a good idea. I'll do that.
Okay, so there is now cover right here. Actually, I will draw it real quick. Right there is cover.
Okay. That's about all. I can
And you spill
Deal.
the clay, the ceramic mugs and jug on the floor, and they shatter with a loud crash.
Then a monster comes out of the wall. Those were my flagons.
I'll just quit if that happens.
No, that does not happen this time.
Only to me.
Vidna,
Okay, so ghouls are undead. Yeah,
yes, ghouls are.
are those ghouls?
You haven't seen. Oh, can you
I
see
can
them?
see right there.
You see the male. You see Gustav and would recognize the father. It is a safe assumption, since you're pretty sure this was a long time ago, that that's probably undead. Though it would be a religion check to know anything about what you're looking
Well,
at.
I'm gonna move here, and it
For everyone's
doesn't.
benefit, new players, I know some of you wouldn't know this. Any knowledge check is a free action.
Ooh.
It does not use up your turn to do that.
I just always forget to do.
So Vidna, you recognize these not as ghouls, but as a creature known as a ghast. And ghasts are ghouls with a stronger dosage of abyssal energy. They tend to be smarter, more savage, and unlike ghouls, they have a stench that is so powerful, it essentially is a weapon. It's like a gas weapon.
They
Undead
are
flashlight.
undead.
They are definitely undead, but you know that ghasts are resistant to divine turning.
Fuck.
Resistant, not immune.
Which makes sense.
Not immune.
Not immune, but resistant.
I gotta try. This is really bad.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta try. Vidna is gonna like take her holy symbol off of her and hold it up in the air and call out. Sorry for any copyright issues here. In sunniest day and darkest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship the forces of evil beware the power of Palor's light. And I'm gonna cast Turn Undead.
I see what you did there. Undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet has to make a wisdom saving throw. These two get to do it with advantage.
Please fail.
18.
Ugh.
Damn it.
and 14. What's the DC?
That's just my spell save DC.
I think it should be listed under your channel divinity class feature. Oops.
Yep, it's 13.
Yep. 13. So unfortunately, they both resist the turning. Your holy symbol emanates with golden light. It's brilliant, and you hold it forth. And at first, they both cower and hiss, and then you see like they start fighting against it, taking one step, then another, like they're resisting it. Your god's power does not seem strong
It
enough.
is left wanting.
This is not good.
That's my
We're
action.
all gonna die.
I tried.
Oh, we've been through worse. We'll be fine.
No, you got movement. You can get the hell out of
Groans Kiva while bleeding out through her spleen.
Yeah, I don't.
Tap. It is your turn.
Thanks for
You
flipping the
hear
table.
terrible sounds
No, you can-
through the door behind you.
You've got a clear shot.
All right.
All right. Wisdom save. I feel like I should apologize. The bell tolls again, but its sound seems dull, more distant than before. And the door just shudders and continues and starts to lurch in your direction. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
The door is to the fastened.
The door what?
The door can't come after me, right? It's fastened to the wall.
You are beginning to doubt that. You can make a perception check if you'd like to know for certain.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a perception check.
You can see that it is what you had taken to be the door hinges were just part of the mimic's body, and they are not, in fact, fastened to the wall.
All right. I'm actually going to move behind cover. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. So you rush and kind of flip over the table and duck behind it, like peeking over. As you do, the door seems to stretch and tighten in spots, like the bottom of it starts to pull upward into sort of an arch, and it forms into the bases of this arch form into muscular, rotting legs. And the door on these legs walks right out of the door frame.
Wait.
And, like, on faltering steps, staggers over here, and with one pseudopod, it lashes out at Tap. You have +5 to your armor class against this attack.
It's not a type of undead, is it?
You aren't sure.
Well,
8.
my turn undead would have hit it.
It did not seem to react to your turn.
Damn it.
So, Tap, for the first time in this game session, some good luck. It lashes out and catches the table, and for a moment it seems stuck to the table.
Yes.
Jensen, you have begun
unconscious.
your turn within the aura of stench of Elizabeth. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Dude, I'm unconscious.
That is
You didn't-
correct.
You didn't mark me as dead. But yeah, I am at 0.
Yes. Please make a death saving throw is what I meant. That's definitely what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh my
Woohoo!
God.
Okay.
Double what I did last time. I'm getting better. It's not a 4.
Kiva. And you are conscious. Unfortunately,
Fuck
that's
yes.
the extent of your turn. But you awaken.
Oh my God, we are.
You guys needed a stroke of good luck.
What's happened? Ugh.
You see a door on legs, literally leaning over the table. Chell pressed against the wall, Tap kind of hunched below the table as this door is just like with giant, cartoonish fists just beating on the table.
Help the squishies.
Oh yeah, my one health point.
Aperkiva- Oh, and your rage has ended.
Oh, I figured.
It is the ghasts. Elizabeth fights past Jensen and moves over to here, while Gustav is going to step over here and just put the lid back on the crate full of torches. Elizabeth is going to lash out at Vidna.
Oh boy.
Does 15 hit you?
Yes.
You take 11 damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. You are paralyzed for 1 minute. Oops. Let's do it there. Chell. You see Vidna in the doorway, like, stagger back as if something just struck her, and she just goes rigid, and like a board or a piece of wood just tips over.
Oh shit. Would there be anything I could do to like help her get out of the paralysis, or no?
Probably not.
Okay. I'm gonna move over here.
Wait, I have a reaction. Can I use it?
Depends on what it is. Give it disadvantage. Yes, you can do that.
Yes.
Meaning it misses you.
Yes.
Vidna is both uninjured and not paralyzed.
Oh.
Sorry, I forgot I had that.
Okay, I feel a little bit better about doing this then.
As there's just a blinding flash of light, and you can hear "ah" from down in that room.
Oh, I lost my great axe, huh?
So, Chell. Yes, your great axe is still stuck in the mimic. You can see it.
Okay.
With here.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have cover right here?
It would have partial cover. Though if you move 1 square south, it would have no cover at all.
And if I move here, okay, this is an empty space right here. Okay, gotcha. All right. I'm going to pick up this last chair and smash it over this stupid thing.
Okay. I mean, technically the other chair's still intact. It's just attached to this thing.
I would have to pull it off, though.
Okay. Make a dexterity check.
Yes.
You hit. Roll 2d4 plus 1.
All right. 2d4 plus. What the hell?
Damn.
The chair smashes on top of it. And the whole thing just kind of... it seems to turn, and just the top of the door frame moves to look down at you. Would you like to use your bonus action to attack it? Or a flurry of blows to attack it twice? Technically, you may attack it once for each limb that you have, at most. Granted, you know you're going to be stuck if you touch it, but that's only that limb.
I'm kind of banking on the fact that I hope it's dead soon.
It does seem to be very weak.
Okay, then I am going to use Flurry of Blows.
Okay. This is where you really need luck to not betray you.
Yeah, well, we're all in a pretty bad situation.
Luck's been kind of an a-hole tonight, so see what you got.
Should I click Flurry of Blows then and send it to the chat?
It doesn't hurt.
Oh, whoops. There we go. And
Thank
then...
you. So you're spending 1 key point.
Yeah, to make an unarmed strike, right?
2 unarmed
Two
strikes.
unarmed strikes.
hmm Which limb will the first attack be from?
Doesn't seem to be working. The first one will be a kick. So I'm gonna roll my dice. That is a 15.
15 will hit it. You kick into it, your foot gets totally stuck to its body.
And then let's see,
What kind of damage you got?
would it be then it'd be a D4 plus 3. I'm gonna take that. 3, 4, 5, 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yes, 6 damage.
It is hurt.
And I'll try one more time with my
And just
fist.
It makes a lot of sound. It's really almost like gibberish.
It's I got
You cut out. You got what?
I got a 17 that time.
Hey, you hit it again. Which limb will this be?
This would be my fist.
Okay.
That's 6 damage.
6 damage. You punch into it, and you just punch right through to its other side, and you feel open air on your fist, and the whole thing just kind of disintegrates into almost a putty-like substance that just splatters all over the floor.
Okay.
Jello pudding.
And the axe and the chair both fall to the ground.
All right.
As does a lit torch,
My
dart,
axe.
and a few.
No,
No,
Quick armor dart.
a few other miscellaneous odds and ends.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one issue out of the.
All right, Vidna. Oh, you've started your turn within its stench. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yay.
Okay. You are immune to the stench of a ghast for 24 hours.
Okay.
Hopefully we're not here for 24 hours more.
That'd be the worst battle ever.
Okay. I'm gonna do something crazy.
You cannot cut that corner.
I'm not going to cut that.
Okay. Just making. I saw a ruler. Just wanted to.
Yeah, I need to measure a cone.
Oh, is that right?
Snow cone?
Get back, you demons! And I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Oh,
Oh, yay!
You know that will affect Jensen.
Oh, well, I'll do
I'm
it
already-
slightly up. He's on the ground.
He is on the ground. All right, I'll say you can do that. So you point your holy symbol, flames start to billow out, and you quickly raise it, and the flames just kind of catch Elizabeth's hair and head and wash over Gustav. Both of them get dexterity saving throws. That's Elizabeth. So Gustav kind of ducks behind the bed and only takes 5 fire damage. Elizabeth, however, takes the full 10 and catches on fire, as does the bed behind her.
Oh boy.
Is there wood down here?
No, it's not.
Okay, we're fine.
For once,
Aren't
this
the
is not a bad
support
thing.
aren't the support beams for half of this wooden pillars?
The support beams are indeed wood.
We don't need to be in here.
And I'm just gonna stay right here.
Okay. After Vidna is Tap. Can't hear you.
Sorry. We were
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Alright, if I flip this table down, I'll still be able to use my cantrip, right? If I use one of my actions of flipping it back down and standing on top of it.
You don't even need to use an action for that. That'd be
Okay.
your free use an object action that you get once per turn.
Okay, I'm gonna actually flip the table back down and stand on top of it this time to
Okay,
get better
so you
sight of
kinda-
that nest.
Clack back onto the stone.
Now that I'm on top of it, if I do cast Eldritch Blast, it'll go over Kiva and
I'm gonna say you kind of have to drop to one knee though, because the ceiling in the corridor is lower than the ceiling in the rooms.
But I should have a pretty straight shot, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
13 will hit
All right.
for 6 force damage. You blast this female undead woman, and she staggers back. Ah, no!
Did he add his? Don't you have agonizing blast?
That's in there. 3. He rolled a 3, and he added 3 to it.
Oh.
If you hover
Sorry about
over it, you
that.
can see the dice result and the modifier.
Oh. Okay. Sorry about that.
No problem. Is that it for you, Tap?
That is.
Okay. Jensen, please make a death saving throw again.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
All right.
I went
Oh.
down
Looking
again.
good.
It's
Kiva.
Javelins have reach.
Javelins do not have reach, but they have range.
You can throw them.
I'm not throwing a javelin through.
Throw it over
Midna.
my head.
I am much taller than you.
I'm not one to say, oh yeah, you're totally gonna hit her, unless there's a situation where it's like when Chell was literally stuck to the front of the mimic.
Yeah.
Usually, there's no chance of you hitting, even on a. I don't use that for natural ones.
I'm
It
actually.
would just have a bonus to its armor class.
I really just would rather force move Vidna out of the way so we can get to Jensen.
As an action, you could pull her back and away,
And
but that would use your action.
Don't. That's not worth it.
Okay, we gotta get to Jensen though.
yeah. He gonna die.
Yeah, I gotta
got-
get to Jensen.
I got one more shot.
Can I like
You could
run
push
past?
past me and bull
Yes.
rush.
You
Yes.
could take the bull rush action.
All right.
Try to shove it.
All right. Well, I probably will die, but you know.
If you are raging, if you have any rages left, you would have advantage on that.
How many do I get?
I am not sure.
I used one for the the worm thing,
The
and
grip.
then one
I
for
think
this.
you get to it level 2.
All right. Then no.
You're out. Okay. So this would be an athletics check opposed by her choice of athletics or acrobatics.
All right. Well, athletics. Here I go.
Yes.
So you crash into her.
She has disadvantage because she's on fire.
I am afraid she does not. You slam into her, and for a moment, she just kind of clings to your arms, and the two of you are kind of locked like that, and then she screams in pain and rage and shoves you past Vidna away from her.
We have your children.
She does not respond.
Ooh, she don't like her kids. Okay, learned something.
I mean, they did lock them and leave them to starve to death, so, you know. After Kiva is the gas.
I had to test it, so.
Well,
she-
Elizabeth's on fire.
Is on fire and has to make a dexterity saving throw. I think it is a DC 11. So
To
she's
put
still...
out a fire.
No, she takes half damage. She takes 1 point of fire damage, and she's going to lash out at.
She doesn't want to
Vidna.
put it
Actually,
out.
yeah, that's a good point. She's pretty intelligent. She is going to. She's going to use her action. She's not going to move away from you. She's going to stand in the doorway, but she is going to pat herself out, and is no longer on fire.
That was like
You'll pay for that.
only thing I knew how to do to get to Jensen.
It was a good idea. And a good roll. I just rolled a 19.
I should have done reckless.
Gustav is going to move over here and kind of kneel down beside Jensen and sniff, like smelling a cut of meat, and like run a claw along him.
You're sizing me up.
I'm just gonna say, if you guys can clear a path for me, I can get to Jensen and heal him. If I
Whose turn
can't
is
get
it?
to him in this round and he fails his death save next time, he's gonna be dead. So getting me to him is priority.
Okay.
Or
Is it my
getting him
turn?
To her. Yes, it is Chell's turn.
Oh fuck.
The only thing I can do is hit him again.
What can I do? Can I? What's
You
on the
could try.
ceiling?
You could try to bull rush.
The ceiling is
Bull
mostly
rush?
flat. You could try a bull rush, like a tackle. You could try something acrobatic, like trying to flip or go under the legs or something crazy like that.
Sweep the leg.
Could she you get on this wall and just push him to the south somehow?
Yeah, like if
That-
I did an acrobatics check, would I be able to do that?
You would
Maybe?
not be able to move them as an acrobatics check. With
Like-
a successful bull rush, which is strength based, you could try to push her to the south,
Okay.
but otherwise it would be acrobatics to try to get past acrobatics your way past her, to tumble past her, if you will.
Oh, can I try to? Would it be acrobatics to grapple? Maybe try to get him on the ground with judo and stuff.
Something like a trip or a pin. something
Yeah,
like
like a
yeah, that would
pin.
be
Yeah.
athletics
Rock and roll.
or acrobatics, your choice.
All right. Let's.
Opposed by her choice of acrobatics or athletics.
Put her in the
Alright.
sleeper hold.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to do a jujitsu and
Okay.
get her out of the way and pin her on the ground.
So, make your check.
Come on.
Can I assist her? If she's gonna be going above?
Unfortunately, you cannot, only as an action. So, something that Chell could do,
She can use me.
is-
She can jump off me.
she could ready an action
Ooh.
to do it as soon as you're ready.
You get a high one. Did you
Okay,
grab it?
well,
Vidna
I'll-
is next. So, if that happens, Vidna would have to delay or ready an action herself.
She can't delay though.
I'm the last person in initiative.
That's true. So, you'd have to ready an action to rush in as soon as the way is clear or something like that.
But Jensen's turn's before everybody else's.
Oh, Jens, yes, that is correct. So,
So,
it's
this
going to
is
go
it.
Vidna, Tap, and then Jensen.
Never mind.
This is it.
Okay.
man.
Well, I'll just try that. I'm gonna roll since I already clicked it 3 times.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. 20. Not natural,
20.
but 20.
Okay. She tries. She does not have advantage. So you, as she shoves Kiva back, Kiva just gives way to you right in the path. You catch her and you flip her onto the ground and kick her. I'm gonna move her here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you here, and she is prone. You've
Am I
knocked her
holding
down.
her? Am I holding her down right now?
That's your
Am I
choice. You can be
standing?
grappling her, but that is considered an attack action, so you can still bonus action unarmed strike, or even flurry of blows if you have the key for it. Grappling, tripping, and bull rushing are all attack actions.
I do have the key for it. I mean, I might as well try. I'll try it.
Okay.
Flurry of blows. It'll
Okay.
be. I won't have any more key though after this. Let me get rid of the key, and then I'm going to do an unarmed strike. I'll roll a tap. I'm rolling way better than 14 plus 5. 19.
That will hit.
Okay, and then D4 plus 3.
Actually, you have advantage to hit her too because you have her grappled and
Okay,
prone.
cool. That
So
hit.
you hit by default. Just roll a second time just to make sure it's not a natural 20 that you didn't crit.
I didn't crit.
Okay. So what's that damage?
It's 6 and 6. 12.
12 damage?
Yes.
Okay. You slam your knee down into her chest, and she kind of gasps and grunts as all the air leaves her. She starts to lash out at you, and you just catch her claw with one hand and with the other, slam it down on her throat.
Why are you hitting yourself?
Yeah.
Why are you hitting yourself?
You're not conscious. Quiet.
continues thrashing and kicking under you, though. She's still alive.
Okay.
And that's the end of your turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. Are you maintaining your grapple on her?
Yes.
Okay. Vidna.
I'm going to rush in to Jensen and smack Gustav away.
Okay. Are you, or are you...
I mean, it's flavor. I'm just gonna kind of like,
Okay,
"Get
okay,
outta
just
here,
making
get outta
sure."
here."
Shoo!
Shoo. I'm gonna use my healer's kit. So
Stabilize. It does not use a
He
charge,
has-
but it does give him 1 hit point.
Yep.
Jensen, you are at 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Am I okay to share a square with him,
Uh,
or should I move
you
back?
cannot end your
Here.
turn where he is.
Okay, I'll be right here.
Though I will say you can move diagonal around that bed.
And that won't provoke because she's grappled.
It would, but she'd have disadvantage.
Well, I don't want to. What about this thing? Can I be in there?
You could slip into that little dark alcove.
Oh, I don't like that. Never mind.
Though technically, with the bed on fire, everything's pretty well lit.
Oh, well. I just want to stay out of the way, so I'll just be here.
Okay. That will
Jensen,
also
wake
provoke
up!
from her, though. With
Oh,
disadvantage.
yeah, shit, you're right. I'll be here. I gotta
Okay.
stay here.
Well, Jensen, you are conscious. Oh, I'm sorry. Tap. Now it's tap. Then it's Jensen.
Yes. I can hit.
Jensen's laying down.
I can
right?
still hit like Gustav from here, right? So I'm still on the
He would
table.
have +6 to his armor class because there are. Or I'm sorry, +4 because there are 2 people standing between you and him.
But I'm up
Who
on top
said
of
I
the
s-
table.
Yeah.
Who said I stood up?
That's why I reduced it from 6 to 4.
But I'm
Okay.
also on top of the table.
You
so I
are
can
on top of the table.
oh.
Good call. Yeah, you'd be able to hit him.
All right. Here comes the blast.
In theory, anyway.
Ooh.
All right, let's see the damage on that bad boy.
Woohoo!
You point your staff and you kind of take careful aim, and as he lunges forward at Vidna to get her just as she's trying to heal Jensen, you shoot him square in the face with a bolt of energy that just blasts him back flat against the wall for 13 force damage. Ouch. And you can see it like blew the flesh off of half of his face. You can see nothing but bone, and even the bone is blackened and charred where you hit him.
I hope he likes it crispy.
Jensen.
I'll take a nap.
You've
Sleep
done
it
enough
off.
of that today.
Yeah, really. I've had a lot of dirt naps. Can I viably stand up and take a crack at this guy that just got blasted?
Yes, you can.
Because I lost my axe, but I still have my flail, so.
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's take yo wacky wacky.
I'm starting to wonder if I shouldn't have done.
Nope.
Nah,
Well,
look, I can still
You
go
try
right
to
wrong.
rise up with a flail, swinging at him for a surprise attack that he saw coming. He just easily moves aside, and the flail goes right past where his half-charred head just was. Not had enough, have you? We'll see what I can do. Kiva. Your axe is lying on the floor next to you.
Can I pick it up and still attack?
Yes, you can.
Alright.
So you drop down and pick it up, shaking a little bit of the mimic ichor off of it.
Oh no.
Oh no, you want the ichor?
Yeah, it's gonna
Oh,
go stick
okay,
to
you leave the-
Gustav.
Yeah, okay.
I want to go charge in axe first.
Okay, you charge in. The smell in this room is atrocious. It's like rotten, rancid meat.
Like a White Castle.
Alright,
Shots fired.
do you want me to make the con save now, or?
At the start of your turn is when you make the con save.
Okay, well, I only have 1 hit point, so why not just go reckless?
Both tanks, 1 hit point. Glass cannon all the way.
I mean, if it hits me either way, I'm down. So I might as well just have my own advantage.
12 will not hit him. You swing for all you're worth. He just kind of catches your axe haft in both of his claws and holds it away from him. And he starts to move towards you, like advancing, his tongue extending long past his lips, like licking the bottom of his chin and then reaching out toward you a little bit.
And then
you kind of pull away. And yes?
I'm sorry, sister. Because I know I'm going down.
Why are you sorry, sister? Don't be sorry.
Well, we're like in a deadlock, just like fighting to see who wins right now.
I'm so hungry. He's gonna lunge at you, and instead of using the claws, he's gonna straight up try to bite you.
Oh boy.
18 does hit. I'm down.
And he sinks his claws into your neck and just starts tearing with his fangs and rips, basically, with a gout of blood from Kiva, who just kind of gurgles and falls, clutching at her throat.
I regret
And you see him just chewing, smacking his lips happily, and his mouth is just covered in both the charred remnants of his face and her blood. The other one, who is grappled by Chell, is going to attack Chell with disadvantage. She's just going to try to claw at you. 17. Does 17 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, you take 8 slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Unless you're unconscious, in which case, screw it.
Okay,
Ooh.
so you are not paralyzed, but she does rake right across your face, leaving 4 thick, bloody gashes.
Ooh. That hurt.
Chell, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try to stab it with my short sword. Right now.
Okay. 12 will not hit her.
And I'll try to make an unarmed strike also.
So you stab, and she's kind of gets off to the side. She's wrestling with you with your elbow. Once again, you just bam right down into her. Roll damage. And with that, you just shatter her sternum and whatever insides are behind it.
Squishy!
She ceases to move.
Oh, I killed her.
Elizabeth!
He's probably mad at me.
Oh, yes, he is.
I'm no longer looking like a snack.
Yeah,
You looking like a snack now.
No, I look like a snack.
You're
You're
good?
looking like a snake.
Okay.
Yes, do you want to move?
Vidna, it is your turn.
Do I know if they're particularly vulnerable to radiant?
As far as you know, no, they are not.
Okay. I am going to just fucking lay into Gustav. You hit my sister! And just with my mace. Just fucking
Rage.
go at him. I don't have rage, but you
Okay.
know.
You're feeling it.
You do not hit. And could you? So you move here.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you swing with your mace, he just kind of backhands the mace away from him, focused purely on Chell. Tap.
Let's kill this dude.
That will hit him
Yay.
for 8 more force damage.
Yes.
Shoot him. It kind of catches him right in the chest, knocks him back against the wall. He like rebounds off of it, dropping to one knee. No, not like this. Forces himself to his feet. What else would you like to do, if anything? Or are you going to stay put?
I'm gonna stay put in my line of sight.
Okay.
There.
Jensen, it is your turn.
It's a little cozy over here. We got a body, we got a body over the body, and then, yeah.
Oh, there's the
Hey,
fire.
look, the fire is spreading.
You can move right here.
Can I?
Yes,
Do
you
all
could.
that shit?
Mhm.
Alright, I have enough movement, so boop, boop.
So you kind of slip past Vidna as she charges toward Gustav.
All slick and smooth like. And I will attempt to whack this puppy with my flail again.
You know, it's slick and smooth because it's lubricated with your blood. all
Yeah,
over.
pretty much.
That'll hit.
Finally, I can hit something. Da, 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 da.
And with you raise your flail high, and wham! It comes down over his head, and there's a sickening crack and a wet splatter of dark blood, and he goes still on the floor.
That's actually the max damage my flail can do. Nice.
He had 11 hit points, so
Man.
Go. Cole, whack his PP. All right.
Let's put this fire out, shall we?
Yeah. Well, don't we have a body on the floor?
two
That
bodies.
too.
I'm gonna get my sister up.
Okay.
Don't touch anything.
think
I
we're
am
safe
at 1.
now.
Okay, let's put the fire out.
No. I take the full heal. Says
Oh, yeah.
longer
So you
short
get
rest.
8 hit
So
points.
yeah. Ugh. Did we win, sister?
Yes, we won. You almost died.
Okay, can we take
As
a
Vidna was
break?
tending to her, Jensen kind of folded the sheets up, taking care not to burn himself, and like made sure that the fire was contained.
Oh,
I
cool.
put the fire out. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna walk up here and slap you on the back of the head.
Are you standing on the bed?
Yes.
Like I put the fire out, and I'm like, all right, we're all safe. Whack. What the
Basically.
hell was that for?
Well, you know what? You can't just go rushing into a when doors are mimics and
Always
there's traps on the floor. Don't just
I
go
was just
rushing around and
trying to be brave.
No, stop. Don't do it again. I'm serious. You
Okay.
better not do it again,
Okay.
or I'm going to be very mad.
I am gonna just lay down on the bed.
The burned
At
bed.
this
Flop.
point, the mattress and the sheets are all ruined from the flames.
I'm laying down.
Doesn't care.
Basically, like fall into a little bit of straw and a wooden board.
That is okay.
Better than the floor.
Loot the bodies.
You guys can do that. I'm going to rest.
I do that.
I'm at like 1 hit point, so I'm definitely at a bit of a standstill.
Searching the bodies, you can see that they were wearing tattered black robes, but otherwise, they had nothing on them.
They were naked.
Well, there's a chest in the room too. I think you said.
There's, looking around the room,
Three.
you can now see that there's the rotted. Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't a straw mattress; it was a feather mattress.
Ooh,
So, like when
soft.
she fell into it, because of the damage, it just feathers up and fell through the air.
Can I do the same thing? We'll just both be lying on it, just like, oh my god.
Yes, but you can see that there's a wardrobe along one side of the room. You can see 2 more iron candelabras. The open crate containing a whole bunch of torches within it.
It wasn't
and a
open.
leather sack.
The crate was closed.
Oh yes, that's right. The crate had been closed up.
Wow.
You took the
hopefully-
time to close it before killing me.
Hopefully
At
it's
the
not
foot of
a
the
mimic or
bed
something.
is a wooden footlocker.
I want to check to see if it's another mimic.
How do you check this?
I hit it with my like I just poke it with my short sword.
Tentatively or
Tentatively.
Poke it with a torch.
Because it'll stick to
your
it,
sword
right?
does not stick to it.
Okay. Anything else off about this chest here? This footlocker?
I mean, it's
Like
shut.
maybe like a... Can I check for a trap?
Make an investigation check.
Hey.
So basically, you poke it a few more times in a few different spots with the sword. Just tap, 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 tap. Nothing happens. Good enough, right?
Good enough for government.
Oh god. Sure. I'll open it.
It is unlocked, and within
There's a
you
giant
see
vampire.
a whole mess of junk, most of which is buried beneath a folded cloak.
Ooh.
But taking the cloak out and setting it aside, you can see there's a small wooden coffer inside. You see that next to the coffer is a folded up chain shirt. There's a mess kit. And next to the mess kit, a flask of what looks like kerosene or oil or something of that nature. You're not really sure the details of what it is. There's an unlit bullseye lantern. And
What?
a set of tools all wrapped up in cloth, as well as a thick yellow leather tome.
Hmm. What was the tools?
So a lot to go through here. The tools, looking inside, you see like a probe, a couple lock picks of different sizes, stuff like that. Thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools. Okay. And the tome? The yellow tome?
Flipping the tome open, you see a whole bunch of notation, some kind of formulaic writing, a whole bunch of... It's like looking at Latin. It's things that you don't really know what you're looking at. It looks really advanced, and there's just page after page of this kind of weird formulaic writing.
I'm gonna hand it to Tap and see if he knows what it is.
Tap, looking at this, I would say that you could pretty quickly recognize it as a spell book.
Oh, thought so.
You innately recognize arcane power contained within these pages.
Do you want it?
What are you, stupid?
I guess I'll hang on to it.
So,
I'll slide them.
can I sleep for like 8 hours?
Exactly 8 hours, please.
What about this chain shirt?
I'm already wearing
What about it?
chainmail, so
I can
unless
put
somebody
it
can
on.
detect
Well,
magic.
a chain shirt is actually
I can
different
detect
than
magic.
chainmail.
Really?
A
I
chain shirt, I believe, is medium armor,
Vidna is already wearing a chain shirt.
which Kiva can wear, I believe.
I am unarmored right now, so I
She-
really
Um,
like that.
I mean, I don't think you'd want it because it would lower your armor class if you did that.
So it is medium. It would be 13 plus your dex modifier up to a maximum of +2. What's your dexterity?
So I 1.
So it would make your armor class 14 if you wear it.
It goes up
Oh, well, there you go.
by 1.
Okay, so if you go to the compendium, just click and drag chain shirt onto your inventory. And it
And-
will do all the rest for you.
I can't really do that because I'm logged on to different things that will bug out. So I will
okay,
type
I got you.
it.
I got
Okay.
you.
And
Sorry.
and also, just real quick, anything special about that? Because it's kind of
You
cool
cut
looking.
out. I missed what you said.
Anything cool about the cloak, or is it just a regular cloak?
Well, that's a good question. It
cast.
kind of shimmers to the top. It feels. Oh, you're encumbered, Kiva.
Let me look
One
at my.
second. I'm messing with things.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do detect magic on the cloak.
The cloak is magic. And you also, now that you have, as your eyes, you start to see everything in sort of a bluish tint, you see a brighter glow coming from the cloak, and you see that the coffer, while shut, there's light kind of emanating from the cracks in the lid of the coffer, indicating that there's something magic inside of it.
You want
Do I know what?
You're gonna tell us that,
Yeah.
or no?
Well, yeah, there's
Um,
light coming off the coffer, guys, just to let you know. So there's magic in there somehow.
The cloak, you get an aura of transmutation.
Oh. Can you tell me like what it is, or you can just tell it as transmutation?
During a short or extended rest, you can automatically identify magic items, though If they are cursed, you will not know unless you cast the Identify or Legend Lore spell, or experiment yourself.
Feeling taking a rest. We'll figure it out. What about you want to look in the coffer?
Yeah, I'm gonna look in the coffer.
It's unlocked, and inside you find 4 tiny little vials of a thin red liquid.
Do I know what the liquid is?
In this case, you can make an Arcana check. This is a very common item. I would say you could make an Arcana check.
Oh,
Yes.
I was thinking Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Yeah, you recognize these 4 as potions of healing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. How many are there?
There's 4.
So, I will do that.
If there's 4 of them, I'm gonna grab 4 and I'm gonna give 1 to Jensen, 1 to Vidno, 1 to Chell, and 1 to Kiva.
Cool.
Cool, thank you. You sure you don't want this?
I'm gonna just drink mine.
No, I got my.
Are
No,
you
don't
sure?
drink
Because
it.
during
Don't
a
drink
rest,
it.
you get hit points automatically.
Don't use them.
Don't I end up getting just like a hit die?
Just don't.
Only
Not
on a
if
short
a long
On an
rest.
No.
extended rest, you get all your hit points.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm not gonna drink it. I didn't know that. Shit.
I was actually going to suggest we go back upstairs and do a long rest, because since it's late anyways, and we've
I'm
been
not
at it for a
moving.
very long time.
Just close
What?
the door.
Yes, you are. You
I'm
are
in
moving.
bed.
If I say so, you are moving.
But I don't want to.
I don't care. We're going.
My feet hurt.
Yeah, but don't you want to go back up to your room on the 3rd sleep? It's
I
much more
don't have any
comfortable up there.
skin on me hands.
Is anyone going to take the mess kit, by the way?
Oh yeah, I did take it.
Oh hell, give me the mess kit. I'm a cook.
Okay, fine, take it. I want some scrambled eggs though.
I'm
What
gonna
about
give.
the little flask of oily liquid?
Drag it.
Anyone want this flask of oil?
Do we
No.
establish what it was?
I'll take it.
Take
if you want.
it.
Okay, go ahead.
I would say that those of you of a more military background would recognize this as what's called alchemist's fire.
Oh, that's what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Give it to Tap.
It is in good hands. I have it. It's good.
Okay, even better.
And what about the bullseye lantern?
I was gonna ask what that is exactly.
It's a lantern.
Yeah, it's
Bullseye
a nice
lantern, what is
accompaniment
it?
to the bed. The charred bed.
Anyone know?
I'm
It's
pretty sure it's
just-
just a standard.
It's just a type of lantern.
Okay,
Yep.
I'll give it to Tap, since he seems to like lanterns so much. And
Yeah, it's like a type of lantern that usually I think has like either a slit or an opening on one side that the light can pour out.
Yeah. Yep.
oh, okay.
So like you can kind of direct the light a bit.
Yeah, it's not as ambient.
Give it to one of the humans.
I shall be right back. In case someone forgets and doesn't see me on my camera.
But when we take our rest, I want to find out what this is.
So all these items, if you type them into the compendium and then just click and drag it onto your character sheet, it will add details as well as the weight to your character sheet. That includes spellbook, by the way. If you type in spellbook, it will add that for you.
You gave that to me, didn't you?
Oh, does anyone want a set of thieves' tools?
Not
I
me.
don't know how to use such things.
I'm the only one, huh? Maybe Kiva wants it.
So far
She
be it
likes
from
to
me
smash
to,
things.
I won't deny I'm not above having occasional lockpicks break, Skyrim style.
Oh, great.
Well, not Skyrim style, or you buying thieves' tools all the time.
Okay, maybe not Skyrim style. Maybe when I'm feeling self-indulgent. Okay, I
Okay.
think I got all of your loot recorded.
I got mine on.
Putting
Let me
mine
make sure
Mine's
that's
in.
actually all that's here. Folded cloak, wooden coffer.
There's a lot of stuff.
Why do I have come?
You're cutting out
I mean-
what?
He's like murmuring to
Oh.
you know how Tap do.
I'm just just.
I'll
talk
say
to myself.
this: Jensen had the right idea, just wrong box.
My when I try to put things into my inventory, I'm just gonna do it later. I'm not doing it right now. Okay, I won't become encumbered or anything, so I'll just do it later.
Okay.
Oh, there it goes. Never mind. Fine. You want me to carry something?
I got a bunch of torches.
It's 10 pounds. You want me to carry them for you?
Yes, mommy.
Don't say that. Ever.
Yeah, considering your character, I would not call her mommy.
Ooh, that's fair.
At least right now.
So, am I to understand you're going upstairs?
Yes.
So yeah,
To
I'd like
rest.
to go upstairs to take a long rest.
Yeah.
All right,
I
you
wanna
guys
go.
abandon the tanks. We're staying
Get rid
in
of
bed.
the torches.
What?
No, come on, let's
How
go.
many did you
No,
take?
I'm taking my sister with me.
How many
Yeah.
did you
You're gonna
take?
drag her sleeping
10.
butt? Does that mean I gotta
No.
get out of bed?
Come on.
I'm
Good for
pretty
nothing.
strong. I can carry.
I'm gonna like go up to Jensen and like push him up. Like, come on, let's go. Okay,
I'm
Don.
moving. I'm moving.
As you get up, a little tarantula crawls out of the mattress where you were just lying.
Oh,
Sits where your head was just at.
I wonder if they're friendly. I always see a lot of spiders in here. Do you think they bite?
That's a bit more motivating to move.
Mess with them.
Oh, they're so cute though. But I'm already. It's not like it's gassed or.
Hey, yeah, it might be Lucas the spider. Yeah.
I'll like hold out some peanuts to it or something.
You want to try to
Don't.
make an animal handling check.
Oh, really?
My God.
I'm not.
It's gonna
You're
like
really
multiply.
doing it. You can try to. You can try to
Demonic
get the
spider.
No, if I had a little
tarantula
friend
to be
who's
chill.
really push
Nope, you pissed it off.
Oh no, what'd you guys do now?
Don't bite me.
She's risking death with a spider.
No, he's not gonna
Um,
bite me.
I make no promises.
Oh God.
Like,
That'll do right there. Okay. As you're trying to do this, it suddenly scampers onto your hand and sinks its fangs in.
Ah!
Or
I
tries to.
Can I swack it away before it does?
Not well. 9 to hit does not hit, right?
No.
Oh.
So she really quick like slips
Yeah.
it off of her hand, and it like you hear a little thump as it hits the wall, and then disappears behind the bed.
Well, you could just. Well, fuck you then.
Really going upstairs?
Yes.
yup.
Yeah. Can we be like checking for stuff
Alright.
again? So. Like, can
You
we just
still
say
want to
that
be
now?
tapping?
Yeah, I mean,
I
just in
will.
case something.
Tap me.
Well, we could check for too to see if like anything come by like as we already came through. Anything like fresher than what we saw before. I would look for that on the ground somewhere, like on the way back up.
You don't see any signs of recent passage beyond your own,
Okay.
or of any changes really. If you guys can move back to the stairs, I'm kind of hesitant. Well, I guess I can do it myself.
Which way are we going?
Okay. I'll just leave my
Just
token.
move all your tokens into the same spot.
Where's like half of us? Okay.
We're all right there.
Where?
Stop it!
Ooh.
Stop it!
No touchy.
I'm not doing anything.
Aliens. Where'd I go?
Okay, there. Now I'm willing to move you back. And as you reach the stairs and start to ascend, the sound of chanting fades into the background until you can no longer hear it at all.
Oh.
And once again, you find yourself in the furniture room of the attic as you step out of the stairs. Some of you are so badly hurt that you're literally leaving a blood trail behind you.
Yeah.
I would imagine a couple of you are probably having to help each other move, just holding each other up.
Oh, now it's loading. Sorry for moving. The thing was for some reason.
You're fine.
All right. Should we just move back into one of these rooms for like safety purposes? And
I'll
then we'll
say
just
this,
kind of like,
Jensen and Chell, you feel a sense of security in the toy room.
yeah. I'm definitely going in here and I'm gonna sleep in this bed. Is that my bed?
Oh, your bed's up there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's your bed.
How did I
You can
know?
see the bones and remnants of your bodies
We feel a sense
lying
of
on the
calm.
floor.
Well, I'm gonna go in this room right above it and light the furnace and then lay down in the bed.
Well,
Like
don't
the furnace. Of course you do.
come in this room so that in
Whoa,
case
that's
something
the wrong
happens.
light.
Whoa! Oh my goodness!
Let's try a different light.
What did you do?
Not that light.
I was screen watching. I
where's
shouldn't
your
have been doing that. My bad.
I need. There's one.
I don't see anything.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Before our long rest, I do want to figure out what it is. It has transmutation energy.
I'm going to take 3 of the sheets that are on these things, and then going to put them in like roll them as like a pillow, and I'm going to sleep in the hallway at the door. I'm not going in that room.
Why not? It's nice and warm in here.
I'd rather sleep out here.
Hi, sister.
Oh, come
Tell
in
me a
here.
story.
Come in here, Kiva.
No.
Come on. Come on,
Join
come in here.
us. Come inside.
I want you to come in here.
Come in the room that's right above it.
And I want you to go to sleep. I sleep here.
No.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
You should stay out there, sister. I'll be in.
No, I want you to come in here.
Oh my gosh.
Shower.
Shut
That's
up.
not happening. Now you be quiet and go to sleep.
I'll like lean
Don't
against the
tell
wall
me
and
what to
put
do.
the blankets behind my like neck for support.
Okay.
Axe in
This is
hand.
But
Something that I didn't note before, but looking at the dried out, dusty remains of Rose and Thorn's bodies on the floor, you can see that they died holding each other.
Aww.
Aww.
well, I was gonna say during this rest, I would like to perform like final rites for them, or maybe make a religion check on how I can like
Make a religion
send
check.
them on their way.
I mean, you've tried that. You know that it's different from person to person, but you're not really sure how.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I
I
can-
made this check already.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, well, explain it.
You're,
Could I
you're not
try?
really sure how to lay them to final rest.
Anyone else want to try?
No, go to sleep.
Hey,
But I-
sister.
Yeah.
You tell me a story. You always tell me stories at bedtime, and I need something.
After what you did today, you don't deserve a story.
But I died! Several times,
You didn't
actually.
die. You know what?
I was dead.
Of all the times you've died.
I remember, I was dead.
Oh wait, when they're dropped to 0 hit points, the possession goes away.
Does it?
In normal circumstances, it does. In this case, it does not.
Okay, so the text was just wrong then?
The text is the normal ghost possession. I used that as to give you guys like the baseline of the ability they were using.
Okay,
These two have special conditions to it.
alright.
We're in special
That
health.
was funny. That
Which,
was
because
funny.
normally they also don't get to control their own characters. It kind of, this is a special case.
Special hell.
It's less of their puppeteering these people, more of like a merging, if that makes sense.
Oh, I was just making sure because I just like remembered that. I wasn't trying to like, you know, shot call or anything. I was like, I remembered something. That's all.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, Kiva, it's like, are you saying that just the rules are wrong?
No, absolutely not. I was just excited I remembered something for once in my life.
Nah, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Tap, you have the cloak, right?
No, I have the cloak.
No, she has it.
Chell,
Mhm.
as you're getting comfortable, kind of settling in, you were one of the ones who didn't get hurt very badly, correct?
Not too badly.
As you're settling in and examining this cloak, you determine that it is a cloak of protection. It is enchanted to defend its wearer, though it does require attunement.
Oh, like Doctor Strange.
Something like that. Maybe that's a little more. That's more of a +3 cloak of protection.
Cloaky
But,
McCloakface.
Cool.
I will note that whoever's going to be attuning to this, let me know and I can fix up your character sheet so it will automatically.
I mean,
apply
I
that.
point at the healer.
yeah, I'd like to like tell everyone what it does, and like ask like who do you guys think would benefit most from this? Bidna.
Hmm?
It's good. It's good. Yeah.
After everything we just went through, protecting our healers, dear. Now, where's my story?
Are you saying you want me to have the cloak?
Yeah, I think you should have it.
I guess
Well,
it does match my shirt, so I wear it.
I got a pretty good
And
idea.
if it didn't, you'd be like, nah, I hate that color.
Give me a second, Ashley, and I will put that in on your character sheet.
That's a plus.
It
Oh,
is
you're doing it? Okay.
+1 to all saving throws, including death saving throws, by the way,
Girlfriend!
and +1 to your armor class.
Nice.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Hey.
I already got a pretty good armor class, so I ain't worried.
Also,
Yeah,
yep,
Me
you got
too.
it.
But yes, I would like to hear a story too.
I don't know any
See?
stories.
There you go, sis. Let's tell us a story, something to send us off. We've had a bad day.
Once
Alright,
upon a
guys.
time, the children went to bed. The end.
Ah,
Okay.
what a good story.
Once upon a time, there were 5 friends, and they thought it would be a good idea to go into a creepy basement with a bunch of
Oh, that's
cultists
just a
and
scary
chanting.
story. Oh, no,
No,
what a
it's
scary story.
It's gonna be good. Don't worry. And then somebody made everything worse by going into rooms that he wasn't supposed to go into, and everybody almost died, but didn't die.
That's not a very good story.
The end. Now go to
That was
sleep.
actually shite. You're no fun.
Go to sleep.
I don't know if I can. There's a spider under my bed.
Okay. Twinkle, twinkle, little how.
It's talking to me.
Now go to sleep.
It says it's really hairy.
I ignore him.
The next 6, 7, 8 hours or so pass sort of slowly. You are able to sleep, some of you, those of you who try, because there's a constant, almost hypnotic pitter-patter of rain on the roof just above and on the window,
Still storming.
broken only occasionally by the rumble of thunder. After a few hours, the thunder ceases, and after a few hours more, the rain lets up. After what feels like a long enough time, you awaken to a silence that is almost worse than when you went to sleep. You feel as though time has passed. You feel better. Your wounds have scabbed over somewhat. You've treated yourselves. You guys may take your extended rest.
Woohoo! Does that mean I get to do my ritual and actually reset my spells?
Yes, you may change which spells you have prepared if you wish. You get all spell slots back. You regain a number of hit dice equal to half your level. So you would get 1 hit die back. If you've used both of them, you only get 1 back. If you've only used
Oops.
1, you are back to full.
Ooh, I didn't.
And you get all hit points back.
Oh, well then why would we expend hit die?
You should not expend hit dice.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You recoup
That's
one.
how many you recover.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Thank you.
Now, Tim, I gotta
Warlock, your
ask.
spells are back. Yes.
Because this is like a question
My
that's
key's
been in
back, too.
chat about this. Like when we do an extended rest, is this by your rules that we get our HP back? Or is this by
Rules as written, you get all hit
I got mine,
points
right?
and half of your class level in hit dice.
so
There are a few variants to that, but I prefer rules as written for that one, especially in Ravenloft.
okay. I was just asking because he said that yeah, I'll talk about it later.
Dear God, does he want us to die faster?
There are variants to the rule presented in the player's handbook, but the standard rules are the ones we're using,
Okay.
All
as far
prophetic.
as I know.
And no, he doesn't want us to die. He was just comparing to his own campaign.
And actually, I've used other rules in other campaigns in the past. I just think this is the one that best suits this particular game.
Okay. Was curious.
So, what would you like to do?
There, I
There's no
know.
sound of birds outside. You're not really sure what the hour is at this point.
I know what I want to do.
There's sort of a collective awareness. Like, Shell, you look across the room and you can see that Jensen is just awake. His eyes are open. You can see Kiva outside, stretching.
Okay.
There's just this general awareness that everybody is up.
So I'm going to walk over to our other bodies, and I want to collect them and take them down to their crypt next time we go back. So I don't know if anyone wants to like help me.
Vidna will help you. She was going to do something similar. So
Oh, okay, cool. Maybe we can do it together.
Okay,
Or
so
maybe
you
Jensen
collect
should
the
help
remains of Rosavalda and Thornbolt.
I'd help you, but them bones are creepy.
Tap, you had a bed all to yourself, a room all to yourself, and your own little stove.
Yes, I did.
You
And I enjoyed it.
I was gonna say you probably had the best eating.
No one talking to me except for, the other guys.
Wait, is he in like the kitchen?
No,
Just in like the
Why
servant
does he have
hall.
a stove?
right here, in the other room.
The stove and a not in the kitchen?
Yes. Where do you think they put stoves at?
Kitchen.
No, not in this house.
In this house, the stove is by the toilet. What are you thinking?
Yeah, small iron stove. Though it's not lost on me that Tap essentially slept with the lights on.
That's true.
I mean, that's totally fair though.
Yes.
Okay.
So, what would you guys like to do? You've collected the remains.
I'm going to leave this room.
Some of you are a little stiff, probably with some newly minted scars on you.
Yep.
Are you attuning to that new cloak?
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
you can
before
see
we do
Vidna.
anything, can I go to where the actual kitchen was? There was a kitchen here, right?
Yeah, it's downstairs.
No.
You also know there was a secret room on the second floor.
Oh.
That's the secret room.
That's right.
You found it in the dollhouse.
I was thinking of going down and rummaging around the kitchen, see if anything that might be edible. Hello.
Got some really good mozzarella cheese.
Okay.
I've got rations too. That's why I wanted to check the kitchen to see if there was any way to even season the rations, or if I can find some flour, maybe make some faux pancakes.
Oh, pancakes sound good. Sister, what do you think of this cloak? And Vidna will do a little twirl.
It's black.
Oh, that's nice. Oh. Hmm.
Okay.
You guys want to head downstairs?
I guess so.
All right, everyone.
Yeah.
You said you want to go down. Sorry, I was gone. Do you
To
want
the
to go down
kitchen,
to
right?
the kitchen? to get the to go to the
I
secret
was
door?
gonna try. Actually, I wanted to go to the kitchen to see if I could actually cook something.
Yes.
So if you want to follow me and everybody else can poke around the secret room and get killed, that's fine because they have a tank.
Okay, so
Oh, I'm
Jensen,
going
moving
with
you
you.
down there.
I'm going with him. I want pancakes. Come on, Kiva.
I want scrambled eggs.
All right, let's not go too crazy here. I don't have ingredients. We're gonna be rummaging.
Hey, who's moving me?
Don't be pessimist. It might have something.
Isn't that nice? Say that while we're like carrying bones of children.
So you move
With
down
our
to the third
backpacks.
floor.
Maybe they necromantically kept the chicken eggs good.
And hang on. As you move into the nursemaid's room, you can see the rocking chair, rocking slightly. It stills Vidna as you move into the room.
Oh God.
Oh, pardon us. We're just passing through. We want
Doesn't move.
pancakes.
Do you want pancakes?
Do you like pancakes?
Do you like pancakes? Do you-
Yeah, we like. Kiva, you're gonna get pancakes. Be happy.
It's gonna be a while.
Just be careful
Where was
in case
kitchen?
there's other things around.
Kitchen's on the first floor.
Oh,
Just be careful. Don't
So
touch
as you
anything.
move past, you can see that the closet, the little broom closet, is still open. Doesn't look like anything was disturbed in there. The broom still leaning against the back wall. Shelves stocked with cleaning supplies. Two of you start moving down the red marble spiral staircase.
that's to the first floor, right?
That can go down to the first floor if you'd like.
Isn't that where the kitchen is?
Yes.
All right, well, that's where I'm headed.
Stop moving!
Yeah, stop moving. Legion.
Damn it!
You're not being
I mean,
possessed again.
tap.
Again, you never were possessed.
Every time he moves me, I'm being possessed.
Okay. You move
being
down to the
free
first
possessed.
floor. And as you do, like, it just there's a lighter feeling, which belies the unlit stoves and such, which are now no longer lit. The fireplaces have all gone out.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Before I go in the kitchen, can I shut this door?
Which one?
That one.
Oh, the one to the room with the wolves
Aye.
that are totally not real?
That are totally creepy.
Yeah. You shut the door. And there's a little click.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Right.
Light it.
Kitchen.
You move past the images of vines and dancing satyrs and children at play carved into the wall paneling, and move into the kitchen and the
right.
pantry. The
I'm gonna-
pantry, flies are buzzing about the pantry, and you smell a foul odor even before you move in. It's rancid, and as you go in, you can see rotten, maggoty cheese and bread.
Worm cheese is a
so-
delicacy.
It's
Yeah,
black.
the cheese is like it's supposed to.
The cheese is covered in maggots and flies buzzing around.
Why would maggots eat cheese?
Maggots, yeah, they don't eat cheese.
They
They-
don't.
So
They're
it's
more
not
crawling over it to other things in the pantry.
cheese. Oh, well then the cheese is fine. Essentially, I wanna dig through first the actual kitchen itself,
Mhm.
especially if I see any kind of jars, sealed containers, looking for whatever might be viable. Dried herbs, spices.
Make an investigation check.
Preserved
I didn't gotta-
jams.
Yeah, man. If I found a jelly jar, we're golden.
Light me.
Investigation. Great. Not what I'm good at.
Ooh, can I help him look?
Ooh, well,
Oh,
I
there you
rolled
go.
high.
Never mind.
That would give him advantage. The
Never
two of
mind.
you kind of search through the kitchen, and you find a lot of cutlery and dishes. You find some salt that's all clumped together, and like you can't get it to. It's like
okay.
one solid thing.
I could crush that with my shield. That's fine.
You don't really find any other usable seasonings or anything of that nature. In the pantry,
Okay.
There's got to be meat in there somewhere, though. You don't really find it, but you can smell it because it is the foulest.
Right.
It smells worse than the ghasts, and that's saying something. There, as has been mentioned, there is old, moldy, cobweb-caked cheese, which, by the way, is not what it looked like yesterday. Actually, the pantry looked perfectly fine and passable yesterday. That's why Tap was just walking around with a bit of mozzarella. It was
Wait,
bland,
so-
but
Did he have that still in his bag?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you grab like a whole wedge of it or a wheel?
I was eating it. I grabbed like a handful of it.
A handful of mozzarella?
Well,
it seems
Clump.
like this pantry has aged by 50 to 100 years overnight.
What the heck?
Mm-hmm. The pantry is, yeah.
The rest of the downstairs still seems nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I'll just stand here and go, I don't really want to eat anything. Does it look any better?
No.
Should I do an intimidation check?
You can try to be as intimidating as you like. Go ahead and make an intimidation check as you shake your fist and make vile threats at the house and
I feel like this cheese
puff
is
and
magical.
puff. The house does not react.
All right. I'm going to try to... You said that there was, like, some pretty nasty cheese covered in maggots and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to actually pull whatever cheeses are there. I'll brush off the maggots,
And cobwebs.
whatever, and cobwebs and other bullshit, and kind of bring that into the kitchen
Okay.
to see what kind of state it's in outside of all that shite.
Okay. The smell
Sorry.
of the cheese, it smells like rotten meat, so much so that it's like it's been soaking in it almost. Like there's this wetness to the cheese that you're not really happy about. There's a moisture on it that you don't really know what it is.
Can
It's
I whack
almost
it?
gooey.
Can I whack it in
What is
half
with
to
you guys in
actually
this kitchen?
eat?
Yeah, I checked to see if
Yeah,
the kitchen
yeah,
is
you
magic.
got your hand axe back. The mimic drops that, so you can pick it
Yeah.
up and just kind of cut into the cheese and
Hit it,
hack
split
it in
it.
half.
What am I seeing on the utmost insides of it?
Inside, there's actually a splatter as if of red jelly, and there is a runny, almost egg yolk consistency of red liquid just oozing out of
What?
the cheese.
I don't like this.
Oh,
Can
right.
we just leave?
It looks like we got some blood cheese here. Who wants some blood cheese?
Oh, is it good? Does it taste good?
I have no idea. It's nasty for what I'll see. All right. You had no pancakes for anybody. Just chew your rations about me about.
Judzy! Come on.
Tack and gruel.
Can't take much more of this. I'm going to die. Oh! Oh, the secret room. The secret room. Where was that?
Second floor.
Let's do it on our way back up.
I'm heading up.
No, stop, Tap. We go together.
I know. I'm just
No, stop.
I'm dancing up the stairs.
No, stop. We go together.
He's like testing to put his foot on the next step up. Like, no, no.
I like
don't
grab
you-
this.
Oh, no, not one more step.
I'm grabbing the scruff of his shirt right now.
Okay. I'll move you two.
Yeah, let's go up.
Oh, there I go again.
I have to. It's the only way I can move you guys.
I know.
Wait, someone's
voices.
missing. Who's missing?
Kiva.
Nobody. We got everybody.
Where the hell's Kiva?
She...
Oh, you were under somebody's. Okay, so I got you.
Okay.
Who the
Okay.
heck's Kiva?
Stop.
Oh yeah, we got. Oh, I know Kiva.
This room is
Door right
dark.
here.
double doors. Which number? We are on number 6. I'm sorry. The walls of this room are carved with dancing youths mingling amongst trees. It's very pleasant.
Like the fireplace.
Are we supposed to see the secret marker on the wall?
Yes, I marked that so you would know where you found it in the dollhouse.
All right, I'll go over
Okay.
where that is.
It looks, I mean, it's just a line of bookshelves covered in old books. Most of them unmarked.
Probably a book you gotta pull down.
Most
On
of
the
them.
wall above the fireplace where Tap is at, I'm assuming you're lighting yet another fireplace.
Yes, sir.
On the wall above it is a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag.
I bet these
yes.
guys, maybe these guys own like a windmill or something. Lot
You
of-
Better.
see in the bookshelves that Jensen walks among, just tome upon tome of history, warfare, art, fiction, poetry, windmills,
Ooh, poetry.
alchemy.
I want that one.
Oh, I like poetry.
Yeah, I want to get
There's
the
a couple
poetry
first
book.
editions of this book or that.
I'm gonna poke around this wonderful secret area to see if I can, like, adjust some books, see if I can get it to open.
Okay.
I'm sorry to
me-
test your DMing skills, but I really want one of these poetry books. You need to tell me what the poetry is.
I'm just gonna pretend I can't hear you.
Got
Make
it.
a perception check, Jensen.
Me? All right.
I know what'll keep this keeps all the kids busy. Chell, you find a copy of Gone with the Air Elemental.
Nice.
I'm looking for the door and failing.
He would not, but he is in the. He knows it's where he's at. He knows it's in that spot. He's just going through, like, moving books aside, trying to feel for like a catch or something.
I'm gonna try to
Button,
do it
button,
too.
where's the bloody button? All right, I'll move out. Someone else can take a turn.
Tap moves in and is like
Go ahead,
trying to
Tap.
help. Also doesn't find.
Make a perception check
open
or
it.
something.
Do
I
you want-
just did.
Do you want
He
the
did.
Oh, you
book?
did. I'll try. Can I
Somebody
help him? Oh, go ahead.
Are two
Maybe
of you
I
doing
can-
it this time?
Yeah, maybe I can help her look or something.
Yeah, you can aid. So
Okay.
two of you now, like, get out of the way. You move into there. You start moving
Yeah,
through,
that's
and Chell, you find a blank red book that you just grab and like start to pull out, and it doesn't come out. You just hear kind of a click, and then suddenly the door just kind of on a like a spring-loaded hinge
Ooh, found it.
fully creaks open.
Oh, that was the next place I was gonna look.
Yeah.
Good
sure.
job,
Ooh,
sis.
gosh, what is that?
Well,
What
I would
is
be happy to
that?
tell you all about what you find.
More
Okay,
skeletons.
there we go.
We're gonna fight again.
I'll step in just so you guys can look in.
4 more mimics and a ghast.
Don't you do it.
You can see that the room is full of bookshelves, more bookshelves, covered in more tomes.
Looks like a chest and a skeleton.
Tomes like 1001 Ways to Summon a Demon, the Necronomicon, the Book of Necromantic Rituals,
Necronomicon.
the 13 Edicts of Osibus. Books all tying to fiend summoning, necromancy, and some priesthood referred to as Osibus. There is a heavy wooden chest in this room with clawed iron feet, which is pressed up against the far southern wall. The lid is only half shut, however, because sticking out of it is the legs of a skeleton that seems to be leaning over the lip of the chest, the lid kind of shut on top of it.
I wanna know how this goes.
Yeah, it seems like a trap to me.
I don't want to go in here.
Can I make like a perception or insight or whatever that would be?
To what? What do you...
To see how this person died.
Investigation.
I'm not great at that. Does someone want to help me?
I can assist her. I mean, I'm right there.
Okay.
I will assist my sis.
7.
Yes.
So, like, you're taking... I'm assuming you're taking care not to touch anything. You're just, like, leaning in, peering. With a little bit of assistance from Jensen, you kind of get a light in there so you can see inside the chest, and you can see that the skeleton has 3 darts stuck in the leather armor on his chest.
Like poison, right?
You can't really tell.
Mm.
Well, actually, Jensen, investigation, or when you're aiding, it doesn't. You don't each roll. What you would do is give her advantage because you aided her.
Sorry.
So you gave her a 7 instead of your beautiful 17.
Yeah,
But
if
you can
only.
still find the 3 darts stuck in the poor bastard's armor and rib cage.
So I'm thinking maybe the trap set off though.
Wait,
So
say
only
again.
one
You're
way
cutting
to-
out.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking the trap's probably already been set off. Maybe if he's dead.
Yeah, but
Can-
it might re-trigger and have other
Oh,
darts.
Yeah,
Like
can
maybe
we tell?
reload.
Was the trap? Does it look like those darts fired from the chest into him or from the side?
It looks like it fired from the chest into him.
Just
Oh,
step to
okay.
the side and open it. Duh.
Oh, get that javelin and lift up javelin from here. Should do it.
Javelin.
Yeah, doesn't someone have a javelin?
Yeah,
That's Kiva.
Kiva does.
She has, I think, a couple javelins, right?
Yeah, she could just like lift it up from the way and stand off to the side behind this little lip. There's a lip in the wall right here, and she can just stand behind this lip so she gets like protected from any darts that might.
True.
Unless,
Get out of the way.
I mean, if unless you don't want, I'll do it if you don't want. Fine. I can move for you. Do you want me to? So I'll come over and tell you all that, so you can actually know what's going on. Sorry. Go for it, girl.
I will note, by the way, that danger sense would apply against dart traps, for example.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Press as close to the wall as possible. Okay. It kind of... nothing happened. Actually, I'm sorry. When you lift the chest, you see that there's a contraption on the inside that kind of clicks several times, and there's clearly a hole where something's supposed to fire out, but nothing shoots. It just makes several. It makes 3 clicks, and nothing happens.
Wonderful.
Oh, well,
With
that's
the lid
right.
open, you can now see that the corpse, clearly human, has a letter clutched in his left hand. Okay. There's also other things in the chest, but the letter has a crest on it. Well, you've had 2 different crests, but this crest is this one.
Oh, that's the one we saw before.
That was the one on the first letter that you were given, the one that said, "Come to Barovia, I need your help."
Yeah.
What is
Okay.
this crest? Is this the Burgomeister's crest? Okay.
Okay, so the letter. The letter says... Actually, Vidna, why don't you read it?
Okay.
Jeez.
Oh, this is not a very nice letter. My most pathetic servant, I am not the Messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on the path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired the stillborn son. cursed by darkness, of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness, I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dread lord and master, Strahd von Zerovich.
Wow.
I guess he didn't like these
I
guys.
assume that was out of character. Okay.
Get in line, girl!
Yeah, you want to marry that snack, huh? I think we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, I think so.
Like we're all gonna
Maybe.
get killed, probably.
Looking in the chest, you can see that there's a whole bunch of stuff in there too. There's books with black leather covers. There's papers, numerous papers, scrolls, all very well preserved. Did you want to go through any of them?
Sure.
Okay. Let me get out my recording of your loot. You know,
By
you'd
the
think
way-
I'd have done this years ago, but I finally started just jotting down everything you guys' PCs are finding.
You should know that I've added. Inventory, just so
You've
you
added,
know.
yes?
Gone with the air elemental.
You would.
Ha ha.
You find the first 3 books are blank books with black leather covers. Whoops, that's not supposed to be in italics.
Rub some lemon juice on them. Because they're blank, and if they're written in like milk, you can see the secret's message. No, they were written in milk, so use lemon juice to actually reveal.
You find 3 different magical scrolls of some kind, which actually, Vidna and Jensen, you can read what all 3 of these are.
Well, bloody hell. I won't read it out loud, but
Do you not want me to announce what these are?
No, I think you can.
Okay. The first
Alright.
is a scroll of bless. The
Okay.
second is a scroll of protection from poison.
What, really?
Mm-hmm.
Getting a poison dart trap?
The third is a scroll of spiritual weapon.
I'll grab this. I would actually grab the spiritual weapon, but the other 2 I wouldn't take.
Can you use it?
All of those are both paladin and cleric spells.
So we can both use them.
Mm-hmm.
You want
If-
me to take the other 2?
yeah, you take the other 2. I'll just take the spiritual weapon since that could be highly useful in my hands.
Okay.
Smush. Spiritual weapon
Um,
plus smite.
Spiritual weapon is the most bullshit spell I've ever seen, by the way.
I don't even know what it is.
It's so much bullshit. You'll enjoy it. Okay, so the next sheet of parchment
Parchment.
appears to be the deed to the house,
Sweet.
What?
referred to as the Durst House.
Oh. We're living with Limp Bizkit.
The next is the deed to a windmill.
I knew it.
Yes.
So they made their fortune grinding wheat.
The windmill appears to be situated pretty far away from this town, which you now know the town is referred to as Barovia, which is good. It means you've come where you wanted to go.
We're here. Bologna.
Bologna. It is referred to as Old Bone Grinder.
Oh, that's
Bologna
not
grinder.
creepy.
The next item is a signed will written by one Elizabeth and Gustav Durst.
Well, they're gonna need it now.
That's true.
And looking over it, It looks like it bequeaths the house, the windmill, and all other family property unto Rosavalda and Thornbolt Durst in the event of their parents' death.
Big whoop that does. Leave us stranded up in our rooms, locked in.
Yeah, right. We get to enjoy it. One bloody room.
And that is all that is in the chest.
Well, I think if we put these bones to rest, all this will and stuff should go with them.
Nah, man, we're keeping that. I don't care.
Your brother's showing.
We look like Rose and Thorn, don't we, Jensen?
Maybe if we were several hundred years old.
You know, yeah, no, if we
Actually,
grew
do
up,
these
we could
wills
totally
have
pass.
like? Do these wills or documents actually have a timeline? Are they dated?
They are not dated.
Weird.
Okay. Realistically, the deeds are almost certainly dated, but there is no reckoning of what the timeline is in Barovia, except to say it does not match your current calendar. It is a totally different calendar system. So basically, looking at the date, you would be like, what the hell is this?
Mhm.
It would be like, for you, I'm pretty sure the year is like 44 something, like 4470 or whatever. And this will is like 718.
Mm.
Yeah, right.
DPR, probably.
Days per revolution.
Yes.
Well, let's just keep it.
All right.
So, what about? I think that Tap might want to look at these books in here. Can you describe what the books are?
Who all's in the room right now? I'm sorry.
He's not in the room, but I'll get his attention and tell him. Hey,
Who is in the room?
Oh, I don't know.
Kiva.
Just Kiva?
Yeah.
Well,
I wouldn't have read the.
If I read the letter, I should probably be in there.
There you go.
As you're going through this stuff and the others are kind of waiting patiently in the library, the secret door suddenly swings closed. Silently. The only sound is a click as it slams shut.
I'm standing there watching it, and I can't stop it.
You could make a dexterity saving throw to try to stop it.
Do it.
Okay.
Nope.
You get a hand in there and just kind of, oh, and it doesn't. It's not hard or anything. You can just push it back open again.
Oh.
Yay! All right.
It was like
yeah.
a screen door slamming shut. You know how it kind of taking for a while.
All right, guys. It seems like it's trying to lock you in. Time to move.
Oof.
Hustle in, hustle in.
I gotta wait till they get out. Actually, I'm going back in there just for a second to grab that fiend book.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. So you can add one. I believe there's actually an item in the compendium. Yes. Click and drag book from the compendium.
Okay.
And what this does, well, you'll find out as you read it.
Reading is fundamental.
Once you've clicked and dragged it onto your character sheet, once it appears in your inventory, just update the title instead of book to Book of Fiends.
Can I do that too for the book that I picked up?
Go on with the air elemental?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
He did say there were.
Yes, there are.
Yes!
There is no smut. No.
Are there any cookbooks?
There are not cookbooks, actually. Tusk Love is not present.
I don't even want to know what that is. But it
I don't
sounds
know
good.
either, but I don't want to know. Sounds like
Don't worry,
somebody's trying to
Kiva.
pecky that dum.
Kiva,
Sister,
you
that's
can
very
read this
dirty.
one. You can read this one when I'm done with it. It's called Gone with the Air Elemental.
Oh, and there's other good ones too. There's like Snow Dwarf and the Seven Whites. There's that's WIGHT.
Wait, sister, you don't like poetry? But
1001 Death Knights.
I used to read it to you.
That sounds fun.
Oh, I never told her. Hang on. Did I have this
The
song?
Old
Did I
Lich
have it?
and the Sea.
We got all these chairs. We could do a poetry slam.
It's open. Huh?
That sounds awesome.
Kiva, did you hear what I said about my book?
Mm-mm.
Sorry. Okay, sorry, I was muted. You can read this romance novel I have after I'm done with it, called Gone with the Air Elemental. I don't know.
It'll blow your mind.
I'll let you know once I read.
Oh my god.
Blow your mind.
Okay. Me too.
Where to now?
Downstairs. Well, upstairs to go.
Upstairs and then downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't I just do this?
Cut to the chase.
The chanting begins anew as you reach the bottom of the spiraling stairs. I know you guys must have missed this terribly, right?
Shadowshay, B-Box, Malax.
And it's like, what's so maddening about it for the characters is you can almost pick out what they're saying, but you just can't quite make out the words. Like, you can almost understand it.
It's a trip. It's got a funky beat, and I can bug out to it.
We need to go. Let's visit the crypt first. I'm down here, right?
South.
You know that Rose and Thorn's crypts are over this way. Elizabeth and Gustav's crypts were this way. And you aren't sure what's this way, but it looks like more crypts.
Fuck those guys. I don't care about Gustav and what. Wait, no, not yet. Let's do this real quick. What if it's a mimic?
You know, I haven't gotten to play with a mimic since 3rd edition.
Well, you had right fun. Now shut up.
Was it good for you, too?
We're traumatized.
I'm half the man I used to be.
We won't touch anything ever again.
So as you step
You're happy.
As you step in here, to the right, you see the name Rosavalda Durst etched into the stone slab. To the left is Thornbolt Durst.
Is Vidna here? Is she in the room?
I'm right here.
Okay.
No,
Sister's
warlock
tall.
is right there.
I'm right here.
Oops.
Oh, okay, I see.
Get out of the way. Sorry.
Like he backed
Trying to
right
get out
into
of
you,
the way.
kind of.
Trying to get out of the way.
It's like, what? Dead things? Ooh.
An awkward bump.
Awkward what?
Oh, awkward bump. So let's try laying him to rest and see what that does. Maybe we can say a prayer or something too.
That's a good idea. Are you mocking prayer?
Yeah.
No, I was praying in the Jivanese's way of prayer.
Praying as they do in the old town of Salam.
Yes.
Well,
Okay, that was weird.
now you may roll a d20 in person. Tell me the result. Add your choice of persuasion or deception to it. Do not tell us which one you are doing, and just tell me what the result is.
Do bracket D20.
Or you could just
In
roll
the
if
chat.
you've got one in front of you. Might be faster.
Yeah.
What is it?
Right there.
What is it?
You know what a D20 is.
Yes, I
Dear God, man.
don't. Guess what? 1.
Okay.
Ah!
So tell her if you're being honest or not.
Did I miss something?
About what you said earlier.
No, Vidna.
Yeah,
Oh
Vidna.
yeah. If you were telling the truth when you said you weren't making fun of prayer.
Oh. Yeah, I was making fun of it.
Okay, you get the impression he's very much making fun of it. You might say he's joshing you.
Vidna narrows her eyes.
But it wasn't to Paylord. It was just a funny joke.
It's not very nice to make fun of other people's spirituality, what they think.
Leave me alone.
I think we talked about this.
Goodbye.
Don't go anywhere, stupid. Don't go anywhere. Oh my god.
I'm just standing on the table,
Okay.
tap dancing.
Like you. Oh, okay. Hey, she can't do that. Only I can do that.
Although it'd be cool.
Sorry,
I
that was supposed to be
apologize.
shut. I'm assuming you didn't just leave the crypt wide open when you left last time.
Okay.
Oh.
Where do you want to lay them?
So the door, the top
Um,
one is Rosavalda, the bottom one is Thornbolt.
Well, Rosavalda's crypt is here, behind this door, so we can lay her here, and then this is down here. This bottom one is Thorns.
I'm gonna leave it. Sorry.
So yeah, I guess I'll just walk in and lay him in there.
Okay. You pull the coffin open and gently set the remains of this child into the coffin. As you close the coffin, you suddenly you feel, you go stiff and kind of spasm a little bit. And all of you see Chell just kind of, and she kind of collapses to the ground.
Ka-dunk.
I'll catch her. I'm right behind her.
Chell, you may remove that flaw from your character.
Oh, I didn't even need to pray to Paylor.
Oh.
You can feel the presence. You felt for just a moment a sense of the deepest, most profound relief. Like that moment just before you fall asleep. And then everything just kind of went dark, and you woke up to find people standing over you.
Bad.
And you can feel that she's gone.
Okay, well, I think she's at peace now. And I would just like to say, I'm really sorry for being so bossy. I never want to be like that, ever.
Oh, I thought that was just. That makes sense.
No, I would never boss you around.
I thought you were just a bitch. Mm.
No, I was gonna say that
But-
time of the month, but yeah, okay.
Oh, even cold.
Well, I'm just really happy now because I'm pretty sure she's at peace. And praise Paylor for that, huh?
You're
Not a
next,
piece over
Jensen.
here. Would like a little bit of that. Give me a piece.
So that crypt is sealed by a stone slab, which is quite heavy.
Okay.
Also, did you want to close up Rosavalda's crypt, or did you want to just leave the slab open?
No, I'd like to close it.
Close it.
Okay.
Close it all up.
I can try moving the slab.
It is a strength check to move them, either to
Okay.
close or to open. So is
All
this
right.
to close Rosavalda's or to open Thornbolt's?
Open mine first.
Okay.
Thorn bolts.
Make a strength check, please.
Do you want some help? Okay, never
Oh,
mind.
I'm sorry. This is an athletics check.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
an athletics check.
Alright, here we go.
It got worse. Your bonus
Yeah.
got higher, but your result got lower.
Well, shit.
You can't get it. It's so heavy.
No, it didn't eat
I
my
got a high
wheaties.
athletics.
Actually, I'm going to say I feel like getting it open would be harder than closing it. I'll allow closing it, no problem. Just getting it open is the hard one.
All right.
Yeah.
That is
Because, you know, it's like
true.
airtight.
Yeah, Vidna was gonna give me. Is there enough room for her to give me an assist?
Yes, yes. If she's assisting you, then you can together. When you slide the stone open. I guess,
Yay! What's inside?
there you see a wooden coffin.
Well, stick it in there.
Stick him in
That's
there.
what she
So-
said.
elevated on a stone platform.
Can I open the coffin?
Yes, and when you do, within, it is empty.
So it's halfway for Walter to jump out.
I think it's,
Maybe the next coffin.
I think it's pretty
who
obvious
says?
that I think Walter is stillborn
Oh.
It's gone.
from that
Doesn't
letter.
mean he's not like some horrible demonic entity that's taking over the whole house. Alright, I will kind of step back so that you can set me bones in straight. Sis.
Oh,
Yeah,
do I have his bones?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you were carrying both of them.
Okay, well, I'll set him in.
Gently you move in and like lay the body down into the coffin.
Be gentle, no. You put my head on upside down. Fix that.
Okay, here you go. Sorry.
And you close the coffin. Just close it up. And as soon as you do, Jensen suddenly, just like Chell, goes stiff. And you can see his mouth opens and he lets out a long, slow sigh that sounds agonized at first and then becomes more and more relieved until it's almost like a yawn, and then he just sinks to the floor.
Oh man, that felt good. It's like that first dump in the morning that I haven't taken for the last 3 mornings. But you know what I mean.
Jesus
Do we get
Christ.
constipated in this game?
God.
All these rations, man. You gotta expect it.
It's the cheese. It's the cheese.
You're the one that ate the cheese, dude.
With Thornbolt's spirit laid to rest, all 5 of you gain inspiration.
Yay!
We need
That'd be
it.
helpful. Yeah.
Cool. Just to make sure, did I lose my flaw?
Yes, you did. Yes, you are no longer Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, okay. Chell looks over to Jensen and she goes up for a high five.
And he leaves her hanging.
What are you doing? You're trying to smack me? Get away from me!
She like puts her hand on. Okay,
All
sorry.
the dear high fives, we do the old knuckle bump. Top shelf, yo!
And then she hugs him.
Yeah, I'll hug her.
That is definitely the first time I've heard a paladin say top shelf yo. That's that would
That's
be
how-
a first.
That's how we roll out in the woods, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, now that that's done, we need to find monster. Right?
Oh, for those of you who have not before had inspiration, you can do a few things with inspiration. You can spend it to give yourself advantage on a die roll. You can spend it when you would be killed to instead not be killed. Or you can spend it to re-roll a d20 that you didn't like the result of. And something I personally house rule you can do, you may spend it for a little Deus Ex Machina. If you could really use a lantern sitting on a barrel next to you, or a coiled up rope or something like that. Or if you'd really like for there to be a conveniently placed portrait on the wall right next to you, you can spend inspiration for something like that. I will allow requests for other things you can do with it, but I reserve the right to say, yeah, that's too much.
I want to use
Rule of
mine to
cool.
conjure up breakfast for everyone.
You can also give inspiration to somebody else who does not already have it.
I
But you
want
may only
pancakes.
have one inspiration at a time. It's binary. You either have it or you don't. It is not a pool. On your character sheet, in the upper left corner of the core page, there should be a little spot where you can click to mark that you have inspiration. Okay. So.
Cool.
Now what?
Well, now that we're feeling better,
Should we
We
go
need-
down to area we
you are
We
so
need to
cutting
put
out.
a stop to chanting or
Mhm.
whatever. that is.
Yeah, we got to clear out the rest of this.
I'm
Which way is it? I don't remember.
It was down. It was down. I can't move past here for some reason.
Down this way?
Oh,
this
Tap,
North.
wait, tap, wait.
oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
tap, stop.
Yeah, I'm not going any further. Just I'm waiting.
Remember the stick thing.
Yeah, stick thing.
This
Who's got
room
this?
looks familiar.
Who wants a javelin?
We need a stick lady.
Who's up front?
Kiva, where's your stick?
She pulls out her javelin. And she will
Alright.
go to the front.
Stick
Yeah.
to it.
Oh, glorious leader.
I'm going to tap you with this stick.
Better
if you
you
don't
than me.
stop. Alright, we went.
You move down into the intersection, the four-way intersection, and continue west into a room where there is a lot of broken ceramics and a liquefied mimic on the floor
Ew.
that is beginning to smell.
It already smells down here. I'm gonna start probing floors and walls and as I go into this room, as I should probably depict on the viewing screen.
Okay.
Whoopsie. Go this way.
So you move south into a larger chamber.
There's
The
bodies.
room is festooned with moldy skeletons hanging from rusty shackles against the walls.
Oh boy.
You see a wide alcove in the south wall, which contains a painted statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous. That's the one
Voluminous.
word. Voluminous. I struggle with that word. I know exactly what word it is. Just saying it out loud sucks. A voluminous black cloak. His pale left hand rests on the head of a wolf, which stands next to him.
Does he look particularly sexy and adorable?
One of
Is he a
those two
snack?
things.
Which is
All
it?
right.
Show
He is
us.
I'm gonna go sit on a chair and
Oh,
wait
hang on,
for
I'm
the
not
next
done yet, I'm not
hour.
In his right hand, he holds a smoky gray crystal orb.
Oh god.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
You can hear chanting coming from. The chanting is louder back the way you came.
Oh, okay.
I
Those
don't.
look like
Quieter.
Dragon Balls. I'm
The
just
chanting
saying.
is quieter.
They really do.
I
Dragon
will
Balls.
also say that you can recognize the visage of this statue as the same one adorning those coins that you found.
So would you say that he's a snack?
There's a snack statue.
Personally, I would not. That is not something I would say.
Well, you know, like you
Would
can
you-
say it, you know,
What do you suppose that is?
if that's what it is.
I don't know, but I do know that there's dead bodies in here, and we should not go in.
All hanging from the walls.
And another thing is the chanting fainter when we move this way. And
I
I
think-
feel like if we touch that stupid statue, it's just going to be another mimic or something.
Mm.
That or it's gonna summon some person that it's
Demon.
to.
Do you guys want to explore the room or move on?
Well, it goes around that way.
I think that connects back to where we met with the.
Yeah, there's
The
one turn we
ghouls.
didn't go down. Yeah.
I don't know. This might be important.
We can investigate, but if those skeletons attack, I'm going to get pissed.
How about you look at the skeleton? Are they human or do they seem a little not?
Well, I can attack a skeleton from here just to see what happened.
Save a spell.
Yeah.
I'll go.
I don't
It
waste
won't
it.
cost spell.
Okay.
You want me to?
Yeah. I'll step aside into the corner. I'm
I
not entering
will-
the room.
I will cast a Sacred Flame on this skeleton.
So you clutch your holy symbol, you hold it forth, and it begins to emanate divine light, which the same growing light emanates from a skeleton on the opposite wall, and then blasts outwards, spreading the bones across the floor and dust. Nothing happens.
What do you think?
If anything,
Well,
the shadows in the room seem to deepen.
considering what the letter said that we found upstairs, it seems like these guys have got, like, you know, the fanboy thing going on for this guy that we don't know yet. But it seems like they're probably, like, either worshiping him or, yeah, they're just really huge fanboys, and this is probably their shrine to him.
They mentioned sacrificing or something in the letter.
Oi,
Not. Fuck it, I'll step in the room.
I said something about a shrine and blood sacrifice. Hidden shrine.
Ah, is this it? It's not very hidden.
No, it's not.
Well, it was hidden
Must be
behind a
hacked.
giant monstrous door.
You said that, Tim, that she hit this one?
Yes.
And then the one across the way got also exploded?
No.
Oh, I misheard.
Across the way from her,
Oh.
which was this
Do you want me to take care of the rest of them?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get back. I don't want to hit you with bone shards.
Shrapnel.
Okay.
And
I'll
I'm
get
gonna
to
do
here.
the same to every single skeleton
So-
in here.
This one was already destroyed. You hit the one over here along the
Mhm.
wall.
I'll just go, yeah, counterclockwise.
Here. Again here. And each time you do this, like it's like a pulse. Your holy symbol darkens, and then once again begins to brighten, and then boom! There's a climactic detonation of light that blasts bones apart. And each time, the shadows within this shrine seem to get darker and stretch further, reaching out toward you hungrily.
I like that.
I don't like this. We can go now.
What about the statue?
I don't
What
think
about the orb?
we should fuck.
The orb does not appear to be stone. It's smoky gray.
Don't touch that.
Yeah, I don't think we should touch it. We can always come back.
Let me. I can look at it without touching it. Hold on. I'm gonna get a little closer. Can I do like an Arcana check on it?
If I can get in the room, I can also do a divine
Is this
sense to see if anything's
Go ahead and
funny.
walk in.
Is
Can I
this gonna be a
detect
fucking
magic?
You
like
can pass me.
Eye of
Uh,
Sauron and
Yes.
shit?
So one thing at a time. So first, make your Arcana check.
Me? Okay.
Mhm.
Ugh.
You're not really sure what you're looking at. Jensen, you said you were next, and you were using divine sense.
sense. Yeah, to see if I could detect anything with that.
Send that to the chat for me. You sense undead in this chamber,
In this chamber?
in this shrine.
All right.
You know the
Oh,
type
shit.
of enemy being's presence you sense, but it's not its identity.
So you sense 5 undead presences surrounding the statue.
This
All
stick.
right, people. There's at
Don't
least
touch it.
5 nasties in here.
Look.
What's the
But
lot
looking
of
where you sense them, you do not see them. Whatever they are invisible.
Okay. I'll pretty much tell everybody that.
They're-
Wherever they are, we can't see them. And I can't see them.
They're like
they're
all around
close.
us right now.
They're close to the shrine, almost like they're circling it.
And Tap, for your benefit, when you use Detect Magic, because you can just at-will that shit, the orb does not radiate magic.
Okay.
In fact, you don't detect any magic in here.
Good. We're good.
Except for the cloak on Vidna.
Let's leave.
Yeah,
Um,
we should go.
I will be the
Hey,
last
just
to
out of
leave.
curiosity, before I completely leave, since you said in the room we can't hear the chanting,
Not as loud. It's quieter in here.
it's quieter. If I like leave the room to where I am right now, or even a square away, do I hear it getting louder?
Yes, it seems to be coming from that direction. In fact,
Okay.
Chell, where you're standing now, it is louder than when you were on the other side of the room.
Yeah, I did double back around. Sorry
it
to not
seems to
say
be coming from this direction, from what you can tell.
that. Okay.
Maybe this direction?
Alright. Well, hey guys, it's coming from over here.
Where's the stick lady?
Let's leave these creepy invisible guys alone.
Kiva.
Kiva.
I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. There's a fly in my screen.
Shall wait.
Oh.
Oh, I'm just letting her pass.
We need a stick lady.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm
god.
waiting.
I have a name.
Kiva, the stick lady.
Are you supposed to be talking like Batman?
Yeah, you're
I'm
getting
Batman.
You're getting Batman
You
now.
want to know why? Because I'm Batman.
It's
I
been
will
changed.
never judge somebody for Batman voice.
It's been like
A person shouldn't have to defend themselves for doing Batman voice.
it's been like changing from like a bad smoker's cough, smoker's voice to like Batman, straight up Batman.
Yeah, you could be Batman.
Oh,
I mean,
first
that's
the game.
fine.
I told you guys, I'm not Batman, I'm Tap Man.
Vidna
That was cheesy.
is gonna look at the statue one more time before
Oh,
she leaves.
shit.
Vidna, what's your passive perception?
Let me look. It is 15.
Oh, hi.
You noticed something interesting where you were just standing.
Oh,
You notice that the wall there, there's a smell of rotten wood coming from what should be a stone wall.
here?
Mhm.
I'll go a little closer. Guys, I smell something fishy.
I'll
And
kinda
by
look back
fishy,
at-
I mean rotten and not good.
I'll kind of relay that since we are getting a little spread out. Oi! Vidna found something. Maybe a
Sniff
secret
something
thing.
out.
Or
What?
fish. She
Creepy
seems to smell
invisibles.
fish. I think she found a fish fry.
What
Oh,
the
fish fry?
fuck?
Like how he said fish fry, and suddenly everybody's running back in the room.
I'm not
Where
running,
is
I'm
that?
walking. I am
Vidna.
walking.
We haven't had a decent meal in a while, man. Fish fry sounds good.
Where do you smell it from, sister?
At this wall right here. Vidna will like try to push on the wall a little bit.
I'm gonna smack my axe through it when she moves her hand.
It kind of makes Vidna jump a little bit, like as your axe just goes right through the what should have been stone, and it's clearly just rotted wood.
Sister!
I made sure your hand wasn't there.
Make no mistake, she'll take your arm right off.
I wouldn't take her arm off. I'd take any else's off. She kind of like watches what she realized what she said
Wait,
as
what?
she. Yeah, that's what she thought too as she was going.
Okay, Kiva goes first. I'm gonna stay behind her.
Hacking this open, you can see a set of stone stairs that climb upward to what looks like a landing with a ladder going straight up.
Oh,
Why would we go up when we what? What?
Secret door to the.
Up.
It's the secret door we couldn't find before.
Is it? We should
Anything?
make sure.
The one that goes to the kitchen or whatever.
You sure?
No.
Is this right above kitchen? Or below kitchen?
I will go in carefully. Do I see anything like burnt up there?
The dumb waiter.
Dumb waiter.
No.
There's
no,
nothing.
There's a trap door at the top of the ladder, so.
There's a trap door, but there's no chanting here. So can we go? We can check later.
Sure, sounds like a good idea. You first.
I can't leave. You're all in my way.
That probably goes to like the first level thing, I'm guessing.
Maybe.
Just guessing. In case we need to make a quick escape. I'm trying to move. My mouse sucks. Hang on.
And then that's where we find 5 dead things, right?
Yeah. That's why I don't want to go up there either.
I'm gonna head back the way I was. Do
Alright,
do
cool.
do do.
Oh, I
Wait.
just thought I should show you.
You're
No,
not
no,
gonna
no.
open it?
You did good, sister. No, I want to go get rid of this fucking chanting.
We
I thought
can
you
come
loved
back.
the chanting.
Huh?
We can come
I
back.
thought you guys loved the chanting.
Oh no, I don't like it at all. It makes
Oh,
my
we
tail do
do.
weird things.
Kiva, where you're at, the chanting is distinctly louder and coming from the west.
So down.
Which is down, yeah.
I'm going to poke my stick very hard at floors and walls. Like, boom, boom, you know, as if weighted.
So hard.
Yes.
So angry.
And my tail's gonna be like swishing unhappily.
Watch out, show.
Like, you know how cats are
The
when
cat
they're
that just got yelled at.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, we're going down now, huh?
Yup.
If that's okay with you.
Yes. Do I find anything?
Continue down the stairs.
Yes.
Chanting getting louder, I assume.
The chanting is getting louder, yes. In fact, hang on, I will move all of you. You can make out what the chanting is saying now.
Is it singing the menu
Wait.
song from McDonald's?
Singing the McKnight song.
You gotta pick two.
McDonald's at night, the Moon Man.
Is that all of you?
I don't know. Where am I?
I'm blind.
You guys should be a little further down.
Ah.
Okay.
I'm scared. I
I'm
can't
going
see.
to move.
And as you can hear this chant now, and you can discern a dozen or so voices repeating it over and over again. As you move into the chamber at the bottom of the stairs, you see a number of niches along the walls. 13 of them. Each of them has a platform in it that is holding some kind of an object.
I think I see a dagger in one of them. Is that the dagger?
I'd be happy if you guys want to move in there. I'd be happy to tell you all
I'd
about
like
it.
to know.
Okay,
Cool.
I will go inside near this one that. Never mind, Chell went there.
As you move in,
Sorry.
you can see a small mummified hand with sharp claws, which is dangling on a loop of rope. That's in one. You see a knife carved from bone. It's pretty big, but you suspect that might be a human bone that the knife was carved from. You find a dagger with a rat's skull set into the pommel. In the fourth alcove is an 8-inch diameter varnished orb made from some kind of crystallized eyeball. And as you're like looking at this, as you're moving through like niche to niche, the eyeball blinks at you.
Ooh.
Oh, it's not like one of those optical illusions where everywhere
No.
looking at me.
I'm
dude.
going to-
What the hell an aspergillum is?
I'm going to cover it with
I think it's a flower.
Is it? It's carved from bone in the fifth one. Okay, you cover the little eyeball.
Look,
Is
orb.
it alive?
scrap cloth.
You find a folded cloak stitched from some kind of leathery substance.
Oh, that would match
Pale
my
and
new
leathery.
pouch. That'd match my new pouch, guys.
Oh, I don't
That
think
weird?
you should touch anything just yet.
You
Oh.
find a desiccated frog lashed to a stick. You find a bag full of some kind of a white, odorous material.
Cocaine! Oh, oh.
They tap would probably recognize as bat guano, a spell component. You find a wrinkled, severed finger with a long black nail.
Some boogies on it.
You find a 6-inch wooden figurine of a mummy with its arms crossed over its chest.
Okay.
You find an iron pendant adorned with a green devil's face. Its mouth open into an O shape.
It's making the O face.
You find the shrunken, shriveled head of a halfling. Right now,
Oh.
Ava's wishing she had Faya here, I'm sure. She'd literally be putting every one of these in a bag. And in the final cubby, you find a small wooden coffer. It's unlocked if you'd like to open it.
Oh god, no.
Is it got any traps on it?
Make a perception check, since I'm assuming you're checking without touching.
Yes.
I am curious. I see water down here. I'm going to stand right
No.
You
here.
are pretty sure it's not trapped.
Okay. Well, I'll open the lid and look.
Inside is a withered wolf's tongue.
Ew.
But unlike, it's much larger. Like, the wolf must have been the size of a horse.
Like a dire wolf or something?
Something like that, yeah. There's two passages in the western wall. The northern one is pretty even and similar to what you've seen, but the southern one slopes down at a 20-degree angle, ending in murky water and a rusted portcullis, which is shut.
Does the water look similar to what I saw in the well? Kind of a
No,
rust-smelling red.
murky, but not red.
Okay.
Oops.
There's nobody in here. Is that like a little gate right there?
Yeah, portcullis.
Is that frog dead? Or is it just like unalive dissect?
Oh, it's dead and rotted.
Oh, okay. Because that would have been creepy.
I don't see anybody in here. Does the voices come from here or down the other passage?
Seems to be coming from the southwestern passage, not the northwestern.
So, by tap.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wait, no, that north is
No.
left.
Oh.
North. Oh, no, then it's water.
I don't want to go in the water.
Wait, the voices are coming from where the water is?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go in if you don't want to.
No. You
It's a pretty steep slope, 20 degrees. Wait. No, that's
Well, let's
not that
take a
steep.
let's take a look at it and see how deep it is. We can do like a perception check on that, right?
Let me see how.
Kind of want to check out
murky
this
it is.
corner.
I see bones over there.
Bones?
There's bones all the way.
It's pretty murky. You'd have to test it with something to see the bottom. You can't see
Oh.
the bottom. Put it that way.
Okay. Yeah, stick your
Here. Just give me. Do you have a rock?
I'm gonna check what's around this corner.
Actually, I'll get
think
to
we're
the
going
very
down
edge,
first.
and I will actually stick my javelin down.
It goes in. It looks like it's about 2 feet deep.
Even
Deep
like
enough where movement would be cut in half.
It's not so bad.
The portcullis is rusted and shut, by the way.
Oh. Fuck. Do you guys want to try the other way, or do you want me to break this down?
I'll take the downstairs.
Huh?
Oh, why don't you? It's a. I just can't see anything because of the corners.
Oh, it's say
Oh,
check your javelin. Make sure that this water is just water.
yeah. Do you want to stick it in and see how deep it goes?
I just did.
She already did.
Oh.
So
Oh, sorry.
take a look at it.
I'll pull the javelin out. Is it like sticky or gooey?
Discus.
It seems like just really murky, muddy water.
How deep did it go?
2 feet.
2 feet.
Which means movement in it is halved.
Okay, so towards chanting or in me busting this down? This
Well,
is going to
chanting
be
is
very
that way.
loud.
Is
Oh
there
yeah,
a,
it is. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Is there a way to open the portcullis, like a switch or something around?
I shall
From
investigate.
the top of that 20-degree slope, you can't see away.
Mhm.
Kiva, at the bottom, if you want, you could make like a perception check or something.
I don't think so.
You don't see one. You don't see a way to open it.
I can break it down. It's rusted. I can do this. I am
If you want.
to get in the water.
Oh,
The water
So when it-
sucks my life out.
It's cold.
Just how I like it. How many bars are there? And how wide are they?
It's a crisscross pattern.
did my perception check
And
see anything?
Yeah, actually, you can see a wheel against the wall on the other side, out of reach.
Oh, out of reach, huh?
Chell, help me. We're going to pool.
It looks like
Pull.
breaking it would be pretty difficult, if not impossible. Though you could try to force it open if you'd like.
Like maybe pull up. Like pull up.
Oh, that's a better idea, Chell.
Yeah.
Why didn't I think of
together,
that?
we could probably together, right?
Oh, I was gonna just like rip it off. I'm glad you said
Nah,
something,
let's,
Chell.
Let's do this.
You would have gone up and I would have pulled. It wouldn't have worked.
Why is this not working?
No, there's like a fly going into my eye.
What do we gotta do here?
Strength, athletics.
Who's aiding who?
I am very strong. Chell, you have to help me.
Yeah, I'll aid her.
Okay, so Kiva, make an athletics check with advantage. 17. The two of you together strain for all your worth, and you can't get it up.
Does it move at all?
It, not like it moves maybe an inch with all of their combined work, but they can't.
Oh, shake it off one more time. One more try.
No, I mean there's gotta be another way to.
One more try.
Oh God.
Pride.
Okay.
Do or do
Could I
not
roll again?
try?
Okay.
Yes, but I'm gonna say this time it's with disadvantage, countered by aid, so it's a regular roll. And if you fail this one, you cannot again attempt.
That's fine.
18. Again, you can get it almost an inch, close to 2 inches. And it slams shut again.
It's making a lot of noise.
This water's fucking.
Oh.
It's in the water. It's fine. It's not that. It's just rustling.
Let's think smart, not strong. How about? What if we?
I don't think. I
Did you
fight.
just say think smart, not strong to a barbarian?
Here's my idea.
Uh-oh.
Let's tie an end off on the rope and throw it at the portcullis, and then we can just pull it back at us.
I can use strength with that. Do you have like something to hook it with?
I got a crowbar.
I don't have a grappling hook or anything like that. I just have rope
And a crowbar.
and a crowbar. I also and a hammer. I don't know.
I got a hammer too.
Good contribution, Legion.
I'm gonna saunter.
Name's Tap. Get it right.
Yeah, maybe there's a sword. Well, I guess I don't know.
Oh, where I wanted to go.
Well, you gotta wait your turn.
What all do I see in here now that I'm down here?
You mean peering through the bars?
Yeah.
Well, you can see a wide open room with smooth masonry walls. You can make out stone pillars on a walkway above,
Hang on.
supporting the ceiling, and a breach in the far western wall leading into a dark cave heaped with refuse. You can see that murky water covers most of the floor beyond, and that stairs lead up to the stone ledges around the outside of the room.
Okay, and
You can make out an octagonal dais rising out of the water. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling directly above a stone altar mounted on the dais.
Oh, jeez. There's your sacrifice thing.
It's gonna take us around, Jensen.
does it look like there's another way in?
Did I lose Vidna somewhere?
Yes. I'm stuck down at the bottom.
Where are you?
At the bottom of the map.
Are you gonna say anything, or are you just...
Oh, is that your glow?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
can.
I'm right here.
What the? What on earth?
Are you scared?
How did that even?
Yeah. I've been here the whole time. Like,
You know, this is what
are they
happens.
talking about?
This is what happens
Down at
when
the
you are
bottom.
trying to move your token. When I'm trying to move you to a new section on the
I
map,
wasn't.
I literally cannot select you. So I'm just gonna give you a new instance.
Okay.
Time to roll a new character.
Oh my god, it's so funny because I saw something glowing. I was like, oh,
That's
that's a
me.
good feature. But then I also saw a
What
health
do you mean
bar.
see something glowing? How do you
It's
see
my
something-
light source.
I see it
Oh.
through all-seeing eye.
I got
I'm
it.
trying not to look at that, but I have to keep like moving
Okay.
around to make
Yeah, that's
sure
fine.
like
Ah!
it's for the window.
That's
I
fine.
missed you all. I missed you.
He's just like running around.
Good Lord, Ashley.
Bloody hell. Alright. I was doing a little bit of recon down,
Mm-hmm.
and from where I am now, sort of down and to the left, I can see into that corner, and it looks like there's shackles or something, or are those just cracks?
I'll tell you more when if you want to move out that way and explore kind of the area with some light.
I need my light source back, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was your light source? Light?
Light.
Hey, Kiva, everybody's going. See what's over
Okay,
here.
help me up. I'm heavy.
Oh, that's better.
It is slippery, but with a little bit of
Sister.
assistance and some care, you can make your way up the slick, damp incline.
Oh, this looks crazy.
And as the two of you follow after, you're just in time for Jensen to illuminate a long corridor lined with cells, or what must have once been cells. The gates are gone, so you can see markings in the floor and ceiling where the bars must have once been. In the back of each alcove or former cell, you see shackles hanging from above.
Nothing
The
in them?
shackles are now rusted.
Of course.
Question, is
Hate
there
this
anything
stuff.
hanging in them, and are they still shackled closed?
Not the two closest to you. Beyond that, can't really tell. You'll have to walk down and see.
So the two closest to me, the shackles are actually hanging and open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Walk down.
Can I kind of use Divine Sense a little bit to see if I can detect anything presence-wise?
That's within 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
You do not detect undead. Though keep in mind that walls of stone or lead would block that.
Yeah, it's line of sight, I know.
Okay,
All right.
just making sure. So that will go
I-
through thin barriers.
Yeah, alright, I'll take a step forward so I can see a little better. The next two cells.
Empty.
Alright.
Up
gonna
ahead,
use-
you can see what looks like a cross corridor where it splits.
Yeah, the 5 foot that are directly in front of me, can I kind of tap my flail a little bit just to make sure that's okay?
Yeah, and actually now that Tap moves in with the brighter light source, at the far end, in the kind of the shadows that he's illuminating,
Mhm.
you can see a human skeleton in a tattered black robe hanging from the back wall.
Mm.
Oh, I don't like that. Alright, guys, get ready to grab your ankles. We're walking into the lion's den here.
What does that mean?
Why would they grab my ankles? Why wouldn't
No.
they grab my sword?
Now, you grab your own ankles. Bend over and grab your ankles.
I don't
No.
want to stick my rear up like that.
That's not very ladylike, is it?
I'm gonna do
We'll see.
detect magic.
I think you guys
Do
are
it.
learning that the sisters
Detect
are a
magic.
little dense.
Not detect magic.
Alrighty.
Well, rather, the magic you detect is the light spell on Vidna, or the cloak
The
that
cloak.
she's wearing, the potions
Oh,
that
right.
people have.
I'm gonna call back and see if I can have Kiva push her way to where I am.
Excuse me,
Aye.
pardon me.
Kiva, I need you up here.
Coming through, excuse me. What?
Wait, I'm coming too. Excuse me. Excuse
No.
me. Too.
Oh my
Excuse me.
gosh.
I'm here too.
Alright. What I wanted to do is there's two hallways, pretty much to my left and to my right. I was like, I'm gonna step over here, and you go into the opposite one. We're book, take a look and see what's there.
What one are you going to? Everyone's piled up. Pick
What
a
is
pick
going
a spot.
on?
I
Sorry, I
picked
just
a
wanted
spot.
to see for a second.
I'm going over here. And
Okay. Each of you sees another empty cell with shackles to the north, or I'm sorry, to the east and the west.
okay. I'm going
All clear.
to I know, are these like all stone walls aligned here? Because I know on the other side is going to be that room. So I'm wondering if I can. Does any of the walls look weak?
Make a perception check.
Because I will bust through a wall like the Hulk if I can.
That'd be cool.
I'm going to be the Hulk. Perception, you said? Oh, I'm not good with that.
Not only does the wall right adjacent to you look weak, it looks fake.
Good call.
Can I move it?
Push it. Push it real good.
Probably, though it would be an investigation check to figure out how to open it.
This wall is fake.
Or you could just do what you do to it.
I'm going to try and break through it.
Okay. Make a strength check.
I'll look
Fits.
at the wall behind me opposite the one she's talking about. Be like,
Wow, the one time I roll a bad.
Okay. You smash through the wall, and as soon
Nice.
as you do, the chanting goes silent.
right.
I'm here.
Oh my god.
No,
Oh, I'm
when
here too. Don't forget about me.
When
The
you bust through a
chanting-
wall,
Maybe
Chanting
they.
Stop. She Kool-Aid man into this room.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
The chanting stops as you peer into a 40-foot square room. Though, looking around, you can see that the smooth masonry walls would provide excellent acoustics to this room.
Hello. Hello.
You see the pillars are featureless stone. You can see that the stone ledges that you are now elevated up to are dry and shadowy. You can see from up here that the altar, which you can only just make out through the portcullis, the altar atop the stone dais, is carved with hideous depictions of grasping ghouls and is stained with dry blood.
Oh god, I'm scared to go in there.
Sounds like a great place to have a rave.
Oh
Chains
my god.
dangle
Kinda, yeah.
from the ceiling. 8-foot long chains dangle from the ceiling above the altar.
Oof.
I can't believe I got so lucky with that. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was good.
Well, maybe the chanting guys just want to talk to. Let's see what. Maybe we can talk to them.
I will go in with my great axe out, ready to slash. Hello?
I'll follow.
Your voice echoes. Hello?
I didn't mean to interrupt your
Wait.
party.
Wait for me. I'm coming.
Okay. Then you might want to stay back a little.
No, I'm here too.
Okay. I will let so everybody can get in and kind of
Okay.
prowl the
Where'd you go?
walkway.
Yay! I can finally see.
And at last you see the altar.
Altar.
Holy pile of bones.
And pile
You're
of bones.
right.
Refuse.
It looks like
That's
bones.
refuse?
It's
Refuse.
more refuse,
Bones.
less bones.
I bet it's alive.
And we can reach the portcullis from here too.
It's probably like a
You
refuse
can see
golem.
the wheel for it is right over here.
Yeah.
All right, now that we're in here, how deep is the water still? Does it still look like
It's still murky.
murky, so we can't tell?
Mm-hmm.
How far up from the water are we?
If only I
10
had
feet.
a hair dryer.
Okay.
Alright,
check that.
well, my...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. 5 feet.
Alright, I would like to
Only
jump
3
over...
feet above the surface of the water.
I would like to jump over to the stairs at the bottom.
Oh, you can make that.
Oh, you want to skip the water?
Yep, I'm not going to touch
Without,
no one.
without a running start, that could be tricky. What is your strength score?
It is very 16.
You can only jump 8 feet.
Okay, well, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna walk back to like here, and then does it start from mine or do I need to start the
You
one
need,
more square?
you need 10 feet of build-up. So you have
Alright.
to go all the way to the corner. And when you step into the corner,
God damn it!
Son of a...
you hear a scratching sound.
Not right
On
now.
the wall, on the other side of the wall.
Oh fuck.
On the other side of the wall? Oh god.
Like
The cells continued along past where we were going, so
What
it might
did
be
they?
another cell behind it.
There.
Remember, there was like a cloaked skeleton at the end of the hall that we could see. We didn't actually go down and see it. Probably if we got close enough, it would trigger and we'd get monkey.
Sorry, I smash.
Even
What
speaking
wall on
quietly, her voice carries through the room.
this wall or this wall? With the refuge or towards skeletons? That one, okay.
Refuse side of the wall.
I'm going to knock back. Hello? Do you want to talk?
The scratching stops.
Then leave me alone.
I don't like this. I really don't like this. Can I take like a... Actually, considering where I am, can I back up enough to do a running leap to that center island from where I am?
Yeah.
Okay.
With a running start, you may jump up to your strength score.
My strength is 16, so I'm
So
pretty
you
much
could jump
gonna...
16 feet if you have a 10-foot start.
10, 15. Okay.
I'll go in the water. I don't care. I'll try
So
anyways.
as you
That
do
would
this,
put me
Chell
there.
descends the steps into the water. It's cold. It is ice cold on your legs.
You are Laura
Stepping.
Croft.
You are walking
Laura.
through...
Laura, sorry, Laura. My mom's name Laura. It's hard.
The water is 2 feet deep. The floor is imperceptible to you, but it feels flat
2
where
feet.
you're at.
And squishy.
Okay. That ain't so bad. It's just water, guys.
From
I
where
take-
you're at,
Look
the
at what's
chamber's
floating.
ceiling is 16 feet high.
Okay.
Not bad.
Jensen runs, he backs up, he runs, jumps, leaps, and lands onto the stone platform. Not quite the superhero landing, but it's all right.
Hey, it's hard on the knees.
And as soon as he does, the chanting rises once more.
Oh yeah.
13 dark apparitions appear on the ledges overlooking the room. Each one resembles a black-robed figure holding a torch. But the torch's fire is black, and instead of giving light, seems to suck light into it. Where you'd expect to see faces in their hoods are open voids. One must die, they chant over and over again. One must die. One must die.
One must die.
It's an old
Like-
video game, I know that.
Like one of us.
No, that's orcs must die.
No, there was actually a game, I think, called One Must Die.
Oh shit.
yes, there's
Jensen,
also orcs.
Jensen, don't move. Don't move, Jensen.
Okay, just to get oriented now, you said when we came into the room we were actually up above where
Mhm.
they were seeing from the water. So there's ledges above where we came in.
No, that's the ledge that they're on. The
So
ledge-
they're actually
big ledge.
standing next to half the party.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're on the
Yep.
thing.
some of them. There's a ledge on the other side of the room too.
But they're
7 on
apparitions.
one side, 6 on the other.
They're apparitions, though, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody
Jensen.
over
Like
near
one
one?
of them,
No.
like Vidna moves, and as she moves, she's literally stepping out of one of them.
Oh, that's creepy.
Ugh.
I know.
Jensen.
I know.
Get off the altar.
No, don't do it. Don't move. Don't move. I know what I can do. Let me look for a spider or something. Those things were crawling all around here. We'll just sacrifice a spider, and that'll make them happy.
Maybe the one you pissed off earlier is following you.
What was that?
I said maybe the one that you pissed off earlier was following you.
Yeah. Do I see any animals, rats, spiders, or fish in the water?
Make a perception check.
Somebody help me.
I'm not
this
going
is
in the
not
water.
something you can be aided on, though other people can make a check as well.
Okay,
I'll look.
everybody
I'll
look.
do it too.
Chell, you don't see anything.
Really? I have
Vidna, you either.
+5.
I'm too busy looking at the altar in front of me.
Tap.
Freaky shit.
You're kind of with them. You're looking like you don't see anything, and then you see there's a rat in
Ooh.
the corner, right over here.
Got it.
All right, I'm gonna go
As it
try to
sees
grab.
you looking, it starts to scurry toward the water.
Oh.
I'm gonna run after it and try to grab
I'm
it.
gonna block it off.
Chell, you didn't see it yet, unless he
Oh,
wants to point it
sorry.
out.
Yeah, there's a rat over here. Let's get it.
I'm gonna try to
So
block
Chell,
it.
you rush toward it. Tap, you do the same.
What should we use?
Are we gonna have to roll
it kind of
initiative?
freezes on the steps. Not necessarily. Let's see how this goes.
I'm so nervous.
Jensen, I'm assuming you're just standing still, kind of aware. You're basically Frollo in that one scene in Hunchback of Notre Dame. You're just surrounded by faceless apparitions all around you, chanting.
Don't move, Jensen. We're getting you out of there.
Listen, I'm looking at
getting
the
you out of
altar
there.
in front of me. I mean, you said there's a
The
funky
dried
altar
blood
there?
on the top of the altar suddenly looks far too wet and fresh for your taste.
Don't worry, we're not gonna let him get you. Just
A little
Gonna
bit of
get you out of
blood
there.
drips from the manacles hanging from the ceiling above the altar.
Hey guys, there's a lot of blood over here.
so this rat.
What do we
Okay,
need?
so Chell and Tap, what do the two of you do? The rat is on the stairs between you.
Catch it.
How do we catch it? What do we need to do?
Like a mousetrap.
Catch it.
Which one of you, what are you each doing? You tell me.
I'm trying to
You
like.
catch it, and I'll try to help him by blocking it off.
I'm gonna like try to grab it because it's on the steps.
Okay. Tap, I need you to make a dexterity acrobatics check.
Oh man, you should have let me do
Oh,
that.
I
If
should
you
let you.
fail, Chell will get a chance to make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
no,
just
we're-
over here like,
Grab, and it immediately bolts toward Chell. Chell, make an acrobatics check.
Come on, get your inner cat going.
Not going, of course. The suspense.
Did you click it?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna roll. 9 plus 5. 14.
14.
Nope.
It
Good thing you're
dives
right.
into the water right between your legs,
What?
Ah.
Rats can't
and
swim.
you suddenly twist around and snatch it out of the water before
Oh my
it can
God.
swim away from you. And you've got a rat right in your hands. It sinks its fangs into your hand.
Don't care.
Damn.
15 to hit.
That's not gonna hit me.
15 does not hit you?
No.
All right. You get another hand on it quick, and you like have a firm hold around its neck, keeping the head from being able to latch into your hand.
Oh my god. So weird.
You've got a writhing, thrashing rat in your hands.
All right. Well, I'm
So-
going to.
Before you do any more, Vidna and
Okay.
Kiva, what do you two do during all of this?
I'm ready to attack.
Who, me?
I am
Jesus, woman!
watching
one
in like
must die.
partial horror.
I will be going over to Vidna in like protective stance around her from the figures. Hi, Kibu. I'm glad
Okay.
you could join
I mean,
me.
you basically walk right through one of the figures to get to her. They pay you no mind. But it is noteworthy that the chant gets louder as you go through it before it's quiet. Like you're literally, the sound is coming from these apparitions. The chanting is.
Funky.
So, Chell and Tap. What are the two? So I guess Chell. I suppose I should ask you. What do you do now?
Oh gosh, I'm like so nervous to do this, but I'm gonna approach the altar.
You slowly, step by step, walk up the steps of the dais to the altar. The chants begin to get louder.
I snap the rat's neck and put it on the altar.
Strike check.
We all know that you're supposed to stab it. That's how you do it in the movies.
Blood
Well-
sacrifice.
I can still stab it.
Actually, in this case, make an unarmed strike.
Okay.
What does she do?
Whoa.
Oh no, Kiva! She killed
You
that
snap
rat.
the neck of the rat on the altar.
I'm so nervous.
As you do, for a moment, it sits there. One by one, the apparitions begin to fade. The chanting ceases.
What did you do?
Nothing moves. And then, from everywhere around you, you hear another chant. And as this chant begins again, you notice the flesh and fur of the rat begins to dry and desiccate before your very eyes. It begins to bubble and disintegrate. And you see just muscle and blood around the skeleton, the rat just liquefying and bleeding out onto the altar, draining into grooves in the altar and falling down the side of it into the steps of the dais and draining eventually into the water.
Oh, right, I'm glad I didn't step in there. Hey, sis, that's disgusting.
Well, it's either this rat or you. I haven't.
Oh, no, thank you for that. That was gross.
What?
I appreciate your kindness, but you're nasty.
What is happening right now? What happened?
You're nasty.
What happened to the rat then? Where'd it go?
Its bones lie on the altar.
And
How do you end this? Is it a religion check to see what's going on?
yeah, I don't know if I did the right thing or not. I might have fucked it.
Vidna, do you know anything about this? Like,
Make
this
a religion check, I guess, if you'd like.
Devils of
Like it.
Paylor?
Aye, don't we have a warlock? Hadn't he got a
You get
book
the
on this or
impression,
something?
Vidna, that the ritual is
I don't-
complete. That whatever ritual was supposed to be done here has been done pretty much the way it was intended.
Well, you did something the way they wanted.
It feels
Oh.
like whatever was wanted here is done, and you almost get a sense that like someone somewhere has noticed.
Oh god. Did I
Why
do the
did
wrong
you
thing?
do that?
Because they were threatening to kill Jensen.
Sacrificing a life, any life, is not good.
Oh, it's a bloody
Well,
rat.
I wasn't
So?
about to let
Not
somebody
no
else
more. It's not.
that's my friend die.
Um,
Just because.
He didn't have to die. Nobody
Well,
did.
he stepped up on the altar and they said one side. They were probably gonna try to sacrificially kill him.
Well,
or
then we would
something.
have ended them.
There was an awful lot of them to end. I don't know if that would be a good idea.
They
I
were
mean, look at what
after-
happened.
Did I do the wrong thing?
You
No,
also
you
get the
saved me.
sense that whatever is done is now done.
It's too late now.
The
Let's
choice
go.
has been made.
Yes,
Oh,
we
God.
need to go. I want to leave.
I want
Can
to
we
check.
leave?
May I check this? The refuge?
Refuse?
Refuse? I'm gonna poke it with the javelin.
Oh, are you now?
Oh god.
No, don't do it.
Too late.
Where's my notes?
Can I kind of get a running jump, get back over to one of the ledges?
I can't see why not.
5, 10.
Why? I just walked in
let's
all
see.
up in this.
Now it's filled with rat blood.
Now I know what's in the water and how festering and disease-ridden it is. Yeah, no.
Go ahead and actually, Kiva, make a nature check.
Make a naughty by nature check.
Oh, guys, this isn't gonna be good unless I roll good.
That would be great.
You down with the
I have a negative one.
Fine.
Oh, you're good.
So you realize that this is no pile of refuse.
Oh, fuck.
It is a slumbering creature.
Hmm.
Uh,
Something called a shambler or a shambling mound.
no.
It is a guardian of desiccated, rotten swamps. A creature, a terrible monster, the likes of which you don't like to think about. They are unseen hunters, the ultimate swamp predator. They are plant creatures. They're not undead, but they are possessed of a dark, fiendish spirit.
If you're gonna say how strong it is, do you think it could wipe us?
I suppose what you're really asking is, do you think it could do that?
Is it like conning yellow or red?
Well, let's see.
That's the old style games, like depending on how high versus you. I love that system. I used to go fight things that like had black auras.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, here, I guess I will, first of all, I will reveal this only to Kiva,
Aw.
because you know what they are.
Guys,
Um,
we can either leave or fight this thing, but
you get
this is alive.
as far as how difficult they are, you get the sense that this is a foe you'd really rather not fight if there's another way. You are not sure 1, 2, or even 5 of you are a match for a creature of this
Let's
nature.
go.
Jensen, go the other way.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, sister.
Run away! Run.
We don't want
can't-
to fight this.
Can't I open the portcullis?
You can, yeah. Easily.
All right,
Actually,
let's
the
do it.
wheel is well lubricated. It opens.
Oh.
Pull it, and
Lubricate.
as you do, like slowly, the portcullis grinds upward.
You sure it doesn't meow upwards?
Obviously, the
So-
portcullis is run with cats.
Is it safe to say that we're getting the... Is that what we're doing right now?
Wait, you
Yes.
cut out. You were getting the what?
Is it safe to say that we're getting the hell?
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
You guys want me to move you back to the attic,
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
or do you want to try the ladder door?
Oh, the
Actually-
ladder door.
Yeah, we
Well-
should see what that is, right?
But there was a
Um,
bunch of there's a bunch of things over there.
Visible.
Yeah, there was like 5 undead somethings that I could sense.
Well, there's nothing keeping us here at this house, so we should leave.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
We set them to rest, the children, so we should go.
What happened to Walter?
We don't know, but in passing through this room with all these artifacts or demonic toys,
You know.
whatever the hell, do they all look the same? Has anything changed about this room?
Nothing seems to have changed. Just a reminder, you did find out Walter was a stillborn child.
Stillborn.
Yeah, but why would they take care of a stillborn?
They were crazy.
Oh, wait. Didn't they say he cheated or something in one of the letters?
I think the specter that was the specter of the house nanny was probably the mom, don't you
The
think?
one whose body you found wrapped in bloody blankets and stuffed in a chest in the attic.
Out of character, I knew it.
Yeah, you did call it. I remember.
You did, actually. Session 1.
I watched too many dramas for this shit. So, go. Or
Oh, sorry.
So
Yeah, I
you
thought
guys,
we were gonna move us up to the attic.
did you want to do the ladder, or did you just want to go back the way you know?
ladder.
I'm curious about the ladder, yeah.
Okay.
I promised them, so
You guys spoil me.
Your funeral.
our funeral.
What's the worst that could happen?
I
My
mean,
funeral.
we've reached the pivot. Can I help you?
Okay. As you ascend the steps, the chanting gets quieter and more distant.
That's good.
And
Oh my god.
make your way through the quiet basement corridors.
I'll see if you
So
can
even
detect
that
them.
chanting fades. Move up the steps. Who will climb the ladder to the trapdoor?
Are we at the trapdoor? Because I'm
You-
still.
You
There.
didn't
I am
move
not
us.
moving your tokens right now. It's
I-
okay. I won't bother.
I will.
I figure you
I'll
guys
go.
know the layout. You know what it looks like. Okay. Fidna, you climb up the ladder to the trapdoor. You push it open. You ascend into a lit room.
Oh.
One that
Find a snarling wolf face looking you right in the eye.
Oh god.
I'm gonna smack it just out of reflex.
Kind of push it away, and like the whole, it falls over, stiff as a board. You can see two other wolves on the other side of the room, opposite the wall. You can see a cheery lit fireplace in front of you, and a shut door.
But this is
We're
familiar.
back in this bloody room. Wait, this is lit, so the fireplace is still going?
Mhm.
Oh. Thank you, Tap.
You're welcome.
I thought it would be dumbwaiter on fire or something.
Yeah.
Never did figure out what that did.
No, you didn't.
I'm gonna open this door right here.
Opening the door. Actually, you can see that this room also is lit.
Nice.
I'm gonna pick up the wolf I knocked over and like set it back the way it was.
Okay.
Sorry.
As
Sorry,
you are like
Mr.
standing
Wolf.
it up, the head shifts to look at you,
Oh god.
I'm sorry I did that.
but it doesn't move again.
I'll pat his head.
You puppy dog. Who's a good boy?
Be all very
The fur
respectfully.
is stiff and matted.
I think this house is trolling us. So bad.
It's trying to tell us it's still watching. So this
Yeah.
is the ground floor.
Mhm.
How does it look now? Like when we first went there, it actually looked in really good condition, but then it kind of changed last time we came
It looks
through.
in good condition.
Is it still foggy?
Can I take a quick jaunt to the
Uh,
kitchen?
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
here we go again.
Oh,
Running to the kitchen, before you even walk in, you can smell the rancid meat and hear the buzzing of flies.
Never mind.
Dang it.
Can we go?
Would have been
Yeah.
nice to
Uh,
leave with pancakes.
Moving to one of the windows, Shell, you pull the thick red curtain aside to see that the window is completely bricked up.
What?
Think
Oh.
Matrix. Solid brick.
Are we on
What
the
about
first floor?
What about the front door?
Mhm.
Yeah, can we try the front door?
I'm
Uh-oh.
starting the
Push
front
the
door.
front doors open. And I think that's where we're going to leave it tonight.
What the fuck?
What?
Come on.
Is there-
Yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck what
it's
time
11.
it is.
We're 10 minutes over. I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
we
didn't
just
have to. Ah.
Legion has to go to bed.
Yeah, I do actually.
Bedtime! Night, guys. I'm ending the.
You
Recording?
guys gain a level. You are now
Woo,
level 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. Well, whoo doggy.
Place.
If anyone needs assistance leveling up or inputting stuff into their character sheet, I will be on hand to do so. Thanks,
Maybe
everyone.
you get to